And we are live. Pussy G, good morning. Thank you for being here. Trini L, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Could you please tell me if you can hear me clearly before I even go on? Can you hear me clearly? We're back in our office, new setup. Can you hear me clearly? Somebody give me a feedback, please. Somebody give me a feedback. Can you hear me clearly? Can you hear me clearly? Can you hear me clearly? Okay, Mr. Article done. Big up yourself. Thank you for the feedback. Uh, Allison Thomas, thank you for the feedback. All right. Yes, clearly. All right. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards. Shout out to the school teachers, the security guards. Shout out to law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel, military personnel. Whatever your job description is, shout out to you. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. You're a good person. Shout out to you, Carpenter, the Juco man them, Romeo, the Juco man them. Shout out to them too. Whatever your job description is, shout out to you. Extra special shout out though to the people them who want good for others as much as you want good for yourself. You're a good person. If you don't let that go over your head, we said it all 2024. If you want good for others as much as you want good for yourself, you're a good person. Not if you want better for yourself and a little bit of good for others. If you want good for others as much as you want good for yourself, you are a good person. Shout out to you. Sonia Cole Barnes, welcome. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your presence here. The chat room is open this morning. We have a lot of things to talk about this morning. A female teacher was brutally murdered in St. Mary. We're going to get into that story. 4 children have perished so far in house fires. We're going to get into that story. An MP in Jamaica has declared a war on jacket. We're going to get into that story. We're going to get into the whole, handing that baby off to the wrong father, etc., etc., paternity fraud, and these kind of things. We're going to get into all that. But before we do that, you know how I always do. I always soften up the crowd and we start off with some jibber jabber here and there just to fill everybody in on what's been going on, so on and so forth. So as you can see, I just got back from Jamaica. Literally just got back from Jamaica. I've been in Jamaica for the past 2 weeks and it was splendid. It was it was wonderful. Shout out to the boy who said them should have robbed me when them see me in a Jamaica. Oh, they must prepare for me because I'm gonna be there, and they should rob me and they should take my licensed firearm, and I'm gonna have a whole lot of U.S. cash on me. Trying to make me a target when I get there. Couple of things, right? And I wanted to say this after I got back. A couple of things. I'm a super paranoid person when it comes to my safety. It doesn't mean that I'm afraid of you. It just means that I'm super paro. Another thing is because I'm super paro, I probably won't miss anything at all. So whatever it is that you're planning or coming with, I'm probably going to see it coming before it even hits, right? On top of that, no. When I'm in Jamaica, I go everywhere by foot, me in the streets, face wide out like this by foot. I'm starting to realize something. I'm starting to realize that there's a lot of people who do what I'm doing who are super jealous because they can't do what I do. Like, I could talk pardon my language, I have to say it this way. I could talk my shit online, right? And then I go everywhere that you can't go. You go there, but you can't let everybody know who you are. I go there and everybody knows who I am without me having to announce myself. Ask anybody who saw me, right? Anywhere I went in Jamaica. Yo, SouFlo, ask them if I wasn't trying to hide in public. Big old 6'5" me trying to hide in public. I'm trying to like downplay my stuff, my hat like this low. I got on dark glasses. I'm still getting recognized. Them still heal me up. I want y'all to also ask yourself this. Why is it that the people you fear As is a particular set of people I'm talking to right now, you know. Why is it that the people who you fear, like me, why is it that the people you fear, like me, nah, me not in a no gunman nothing, no, me not in a no bad man nothing. Why is it that the people who you fear, like me, ask yourself that. And why is it you have to hide to go places, but I don't? Face card. Ask yourself that too. Ask yourself that too. From on the airplane to the airport to the streets of Jamaica, back to the US. Listen, man, we've been doing this for a while, right? We've been putting in the work, and all praises be to God, and a lot of thanks to our audience for building this right here. But this translates to so much more on the ground that I can't even begin to explain you how. Big up to the Jamaica Constabulary Force. But me say that, but let me say that out clear. I won't explain in details why, because some things are just not meant to be said out loud. But the ones who I have my running with in Jamaica when I was there quite a few times, them know what me I talk about. Big up to my Jamaica Constabulary Force. Y'all know how I'm stay ready to, right? If they do wrong, or if they're faulty, or if they're lacking in an area, I'm not afraid to tell them, right? Somebody was trying to paint a picture of me as a disrespectful person towards them. Poor old me. Poor old me, who told y'all that my father is career soldier with Jamaica Defense Force, and my grandfather, his father, is a career police officer with the Jamaica Constabulary Force. I myself, I'm a military man myself who did way more time. Let's put it like this, right? Jamaica, my place. I'm gonna put it like, I'm not talking about my place like, oh, me I done off somewhere or anything. I'm saying Jamaica, my place, like that's my home. That's my real home. I live in America. Spend more days here out of every year than I do in Jamaica, but I do it all for what is in Jamaica. If you get the drift, read between the lines. So Jamaica is my home, and when I land in my home, I feel like I'm home, and I get home welcome. So some of y'all ain't getting no home welcome. You mad, you super mad. Don't take it out on me though. Shout out Pussy G. Big up to, we had a ball. I'm looking back at all the videos now. We had a ball at the Vibes Cartel Freedom Street concert. Now that I'm actually back. Shout out to Charla. We had a ball at the We had a ball, man. We had a ball. Despite the, you know what I woke up to this morning? I woke up to somebody saying, I'm super disappointed in you because I saw you on somebody channel disrespecting Vibes Cartel and talking bad about him and stuff. It's 2025. Let me say this. If anybody believes any spliced up piece of what I've said from any other channel that's floating around out there trying to gain their marbles, that's on you. That's on you. If you never came to me and heard my full conversation, then that's on you. You know how them have a saying where they say people who believe rumors or believe foolishness that's said about you are usually people who wanted to believe that a long time ago already. So it's easy for them to hear something and be like, really? I am said that? Yeah, man, I know, say, I saw the boy did telling her, you know, say, that's why I never did really like him from morning. It's easy for them to say stuff like that because they never like you from morning. So anybody who is dealing with me, come straight to me, forward straight over Yasso, and hear the whole conversation and the context in which certain things were said, and then you'll understand. Besides that, ain't too worried about nothing. You know, I'm having a beautiful time, feeling good being back. I am so blessed. When I got back to the United States of America, I realized again how blessed I truly am. You know, I have a lot to lose, so I'm not a risky person, and I have a lot to be thankful for. So I'm truly blessed. Yeah, truly blessed. My children are all happy. My children are all healthy. Not only that, I left a beautiful home in Jamaica, and I landed and drove home to a beautiful home in the US. And I was telling my cab driver, which I did a lot of vlogging this time, leading up to the airport, talking to the rental car person who was dropping us off to the airport. and we were having a conversation and stuff. And me, I tell him, say, me used to cry when I was leaving Jamaica, because I've been going back to Jamaica since I was like 9 years old, right? Every year. And if I couldn't make it every year, as soon as I was old enough to start doing it every year on my own, definitely every year. Definitely since I met Shakira and we became a couple, because we have two Jamaican, and I've never been with a Jamaican before. I made it a point to make sure that we go home every year. So our children know exact, because we can't tell them, so them are nothing else. They're born in the US, but everybody, both sides of them are Jamaicans. Yeah, them great grandparents Jamaicans, them great grandparents Jamaicans, their grandparents Jamaicans on both sides, their parents Jamaicans. So we have to submerge them in Jamaican culture. So we make sure so we go every year, at least once for the year. Sometimes we go twice for the year, but at least once for the year. This time it was twice for the year. Anyhow, I used to cry. I used to cry when I'm leaving Jamaica, and it dawned on me coming back this trip. I'm not crying no more. I'm not crying no more because years have gone by. I've grown. You know, when I left Jamaica, I didn't know much about a lot of things. Like, I had never experienced racism. I had never experienced poverty. I had never experienced just all the friggery that I came to the US and experienced. So every time I went back to Jamaica, when it was time to go back to the US, I wasn't going back to paradise. I was going back to friggery and foolishness. And as a kid, it was hard to wrap my head around, like, why can't I just stay here? You know, I want to run up and down in the banana walk and go down a river, go bathe and them something there. Why not carry me go back up on this rascal concrete jungle where everybody mean to everybody, and you know, you're divided by race and you're divided by this and that. I didn't understand it. So I would cry every trip, every trip. And now when I'm leaving like I'll be back. Of course, I always get that feeling like I didn't get enough time. You know, there's some things when me do want to do, but the things that when me want to do frivolous enough. Like I don't eat pork, right? I'm back to not eating pork. I haven't eaten pork in years, and I had started eating pork. Cause I landed in Jamaica one time, and there was a grill that was smoking. And I was like, damn, that smell good. What is that? So we went over there and checked it out. And the person said, yeah, man, I some jerk pork me up on the grill. And I said to myself, I don't give a damn what it is. Give me some. And just like that, after years of not eating pork, I started eating pork. Even my mom couldn't believe it. She was like, Sawa, yeah, eat what? You? Pork. Me say, yeah, mommy, me eat pork now. So me, I eat the pork, right? Okay, I'm back to not eating pork. I haven't eaten pork all of 2024. We not touch no pork, no nothing. Cause you know, a wife will grow up 70 and them not the pork, neither. So 12 go Jamaica go buck up in a some good jerk pork and we name the pork and thing and everything. This trip, I told myself, I said, I have to eat. There's a couple of things I have to do when I'm in Jamaica. I have to find a smoking grill where everything right. You know, the vibes of the person who are serving the food right, the environment clean, and the food does smell good and look well seasoned and stuff. I was moving around so much and I did so many different things and went so many different places in Jamaica that I never went before on this particular trip. I missed eating some pork off of the grill this time. So whenever I get to name the Trenton this time, I didn't get to eat off of a grill, period. I didn't get no jerk chicken, no nothing off of one grill this time. So that's the only thing that slipped me this time. But I got to do a whole lot of new things and see new places. You know, Jamaica is like a gem. And no matter how much time you get there, when you're getting ready to leave, you're like, damn, I could take 2 more days. I'm in the airport hoping that I miss my flight. I'm like, flight delayed. They moved the gate. We have to go on next gate. Wife said, what if we miss our flight and them tell us that we have to pay? Forget. I know that wouldn't happen because I put insurance on our flights. So if anything happened, we would still be able to be covered, right? But she was like, hypothetically speaking, what if we miss a flight and then I tell her, say, we have to pay and get whole new tickets to get our next flight? I said that would be a perfect opportunity to me. I'm telling her right now, so we'll go back home for a couple more days. May I leave the airport and go back home for a couple more days? Jamaica is like that for me, man. Back in the office, not true, Shaq. Not 20 years now, me stop eat pork. R. J. Robinson says. Boy, J. Robinson, me did stop eat it for a whole lot of years too, but me not lie. It's something about seeing that pork roast. Matter of fact, is my auntie did a roast it. Rest in peace, Auntie Jean. She passed away. That's my auntie who I told you I took the airplane and died on her way to Jamaica from the US. She passed away on the airplane. You know, she used to live bottom side. No Jamaican understand when you say bottom side. She used to live bottom side. Some people are wife in the bottom. But that's how old people talk. So and country people. She used to live bottom side my yard in a Clarendon. That's all. And one summer we went home, or one Christmas we went home and she was roasting pork. And me I come down the hill to go visit her and me I say, what smells so? Yo, by the time I reached there, I was with my son at the time and he was like, Auntie say, you want some? And him say, yes, it was Kosi. And she sliced off a piece and give him, and it looked like beef because it was so lean. And me I said, Auntie, beg your piece. But my auntie know I don't eat pork too. So she was like, a pork, you know, nephew. And I said, me no business. I said, me name the pork. And it was, and from then on, I just started eating pork every time I went to Jamaica, but I don't eat it while I'm in the US. But it got out of control because it got to a point where I started eating it in the US. Miss Ruby, God rest my grandmother, Miss Ruby used to have corn pork. The corn pork, you slice it up, seeing, and she would boil it to get the salt and stuff out because it's super salty, but it would still be a bit salty. And then she would take those little, cut them in square, and take the little square pieces them and fry them up and then put it in a your ackee and saltfish, or put it in a your, like, I don't know, she put it in a your callaloo, or it could have put in a your, yes, in a the ackee and it got to a point where we kept going to Jamaica, bringing back a whole lot of ackee and saltfish, and I couldn't eat the ackee and saltfish without the pork. So it got to the point where I'm sitting in the US and I'm like, yo, well, whole heap of ackee and saltfish in our fridge, but I don't want none unless the corn pork in there. So I had to start buying pork, corn it, wait for the process of it to get corn, because you have to wait for the process. So you have to wait weeks. And then, not true, Audrey Wright said, what sweet so? Yo, that sweet so still. But I have to wean myself back off of that now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not on the pork thing again anymore. And this trip, me never get no pork. If you see the amount of ackee that Shakira brought back this time, I don't think no ackee left in Jamaica. No. And big up to the brother at Customs that processed us through, heading into the US. Because him daddy had talked to me for a while and him said, you look and sound like somebody that I know. And the voice is very familiar and your face look just like him. I said, well, you know, people, everyone me go, people tell me, say me look like somebody with them know. And he was like, yeah, man. SouFLo. I say, yeah, I say, yeah, brethren, him say, big up yourself, man. And he can attest hundreds of dollars paid to bring in all the 600 or something or 700 or something dollar we pay just for bringing in all the something with this woman pack up. When me say ackee, me have ackee now for days, but it's all good because there's some of it on the stove right now, minus the pork. Last night, some cornmeal dumpling and some green banana and some ackee and saltfish do it. And that's what's going to be for today as well, because I cooked so much last night that a whole heap left right now. And I can't wait for done the live here actually, so I can go name it. So, yo, I am so happy. I had such a good, relaxing time. You know, another thing. Speaking of everybody about getting back to your roots and stuff, usually when I go to Jamaica, I'm usually all over the island. I'm a rent Airbnbs and I stay different places. Come on, see different places. This came from something that was personal. When I was like 6 or 7 years old, I went on a trip in Jamaica, a school trip. Like a picnic, then put me on bus, carry we go to the other side, the north coast. When we got down there, it looked completely different from the Jamaica I was used to. So I told myself as a small child, them things that did look like stuff where my people couldn't afford. right? We see a whole heap of white people walking around. They took us to an area upstairs where they were dining while they were looking out at the sea. And which part me come from? Way up in the hills there, Rockstone and River and them thing there. So I told myself from a young age, I said, I'm going to access this life right here. So me want this for me, for my island, when me born and grow. So I started working towards stuff like that. So now every trip to Jamaica is go somewhere else, see somewhere new. I promise you this, Jamaica has 14 parishes, right? 14 styles. 14 parishes have 14 styles. If you have not been to all parishes in Jamaica and really check out each parish, them have different lingo in each parish. Them have certain things them cook just a different way in each parish. There's so much the history to each parish, the people them and the way they move in each parish. It's just so much to discover there. This particular time, I stayed at our family property, and man, I don't know, but it was the most peaceful, restful. I don't know why I just wanted to fall asleep every time. And I had no problems going to sleep. Me and my wife had discovered when we got back that it was because we never have TV. We weren't sitting up watching television. We weren't scrolling phones. We just disconnected. You know, we had conversations and we went to sleep. Even when I put something on to watch with me and the kids, I would say, let's lay down and let's watch this for 15, 20 minutes till we all fall asleep. In literally 5 minutes or less, I look over like this, it coming like somebody drugged the whole away. Just drop out. I'm like, damn, Kai went to sleep quick. Milani is out too. You know, babe, she got sleep long time. Everybody was so rested and so peaceful. And then to see, you're gonna see the vlogs to all this because I have video footage. But to see my children playing on, cause my people them, everybody bury power land, right? We're one of them kind of Jamaican there. So when we speak about Jamaica, we say our blood, sweat, and tears is in the soil. Our ancestors are buried here. So we can't make people come take with them place that build upon it for them foreign thing and them this and them that. What you gonna do? Build on my grandmother's grave? So she's there no more. Build on my great grandparents' grave, my great great grand's grave. I'm watching my children play on those graves, and Kai is 6, Milani is 4. I don't even think they really understand, even though we try to tell them. I don't even think they really understand where they're at. Who for grave them a play upon. You know, I think it's just surreal just to see them. And we way up in the mountains, so watching all the sun set and the sun rise from the location of my grandmother and my grandfather and my great grandpeople, them resting place, you know, my ancestors, them just soaking up energy to bring back with me. Man, powerful, man, powerful. There's a part where me I sprinkle a bottle of rum and I'm letting the people them know. So when I walk up here with us, communicate with our ancestors, whatever you want to call that, right? So I sprinkle a bottle of rum, which is customary thing that I do, you know, and talk to my ancestors them and them welcome me home. I don't want duppy box me, you know, because them used to tell me so them will box me, so I don't want the duppy them come box me because me there. Yeah, pouring libation, Rash Jada. We don't want the duppy them come box me because them say, oh, you're rude, son, disrespectful, so you're just coming at the place and you're not even come greet me or not even come say nothing, you know. We'll find you because we not in the physical body now, so we move around the place, but you, yeah, so you have to go pay your respects. Let them know, say you remember them. Let them know, say, hey, I'm back. My feet's on the soil again, and these kind of things. Yeah. And travel with me and guidance and protection and all these great things. Man, listen, this trip to Jamaica, every trip to Jamaica for me is a powerful and a great trip. This trip was even more powerful and more great. So it only gets greater. It gets better. And I made it to 2025 and I'm happy and I'm healthy and I'm strong and I'm feeling good and my family is intact. And it's just bare blessings. It's just bare blessings. I can't complain about nothing. Yes, Kaitaja Empress, I'm acknowledging the ancestors, and I have to acknowledge the ancestors. I draw strength from my ancestors. You understand? They laid the foundation, you build on top of what they laid. That's all, that's what a lot of us missing. You out here trying to build your own from scratch. Somebody came and put in a lot of work, so you didn't have to start from scratch. Well, for those of us who have it like that. Understand? So me not start nothing from scratch. I'm not a scratchy. I'm building from what my great ancestors already laid out and built. And I'm taking it from there and I'm building more on top of that. So I have a great foundation. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. I'm joyful. Man, I can't speak good enough about the Jamaica trip. Nothing, there's nothing in Jamaica to make me feel like. Now, this I gonna take a turn this morning, because we're gonna talk about a couple of sad stories, but I'm going to make it make sense. You understand? So when we talk about people dying, murders happening, whatever, you have to stick around for the conversation because we make it make sense. I see a brother the other day and him say, "You still on?" He's probably watching. He said, "You still on YouTube?" Or he's probably not watching. You still on YouTube? I say, yeah, I'm still doing my thing. Him said, man, it's been years I haven't tuned into your channel. In my mind, I was like, years? I wish you would tune in now. People sometimes they are the same ones who say, I'm unsubscribing, and that was years ago. And them think you were that dead years ago. We look way different today than we looked years ago. So I wish I would have seen it now. He said, there's a lot for you to talk about. There's a whole lot of killings going on in Jamaica, so your content never stops. I have over 4,000 and something videos on YouTube. The brother said there's a lot of killings going on in Jamaica, so your content should never stop. As if all I talk about is who get killed in Jamaica. So I said to him, I said, all right, bro. I didn't feel the need to go explaining. Say I have over 4,000 and something videos on YouTube now, and say most of them is nothing to do with killing in Jamaica, and say I didn't feel like doing it. So I was just like, all right, bro. What I'm realizing this year, and what I'm gonna be sticking to this year as much as I can, I put it on Instagram yesterday. A couple of things. One, family and friends. I'm all about their promotion this year. A lot of people promote celebrities, including myself, promote celebrities, and you don't really promote your family and your friends' business. When last you told people about your cousin who is a party promoter who have his big parties going on? When last you told people about your sister's beauty salon and your brother's barbershop? When last you told people about your mother cook shop or your uncle restaurant? When last you told people about, so if you spend all that energy you do promoting celebrities, your people could be celebrities or at least earn like celebrities. So for this year, we're going to lock in into promoting family and friends heavy for this year. That's one. Next thing this year is we're not arguing with nobody. If you come tell me a story, be prepared for me to ask you to give me your source. Where you get that from? Because what I realize is this, right? A lot of people, SouFlo, let me tell you this, let me tell you that, and this. And as soon as I ask, where'd you hear that from? It's either them say, I don't remember, or them say, or they don't respond to me. That's this where the conversation dies, right? And I know it's because they know I'm a fact checker and I'm going to check your sources. Don't try use me to put foolishness out into the atmosphere. I check everything. So this year we're dealing with that heavy too. If you can't say where you get it from, don't tell it to me, please. Because I don't want to hear it. I'm going to ask you where you get it from. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to raise our vibration over here as a collective. I'm trying to have the people them know say it's okay to take in a story, right? But after you're done taking the story, I want you to vet the source. Sometimes, the salacious story them, they're not real at all. They're somebody made up that narrative I don't know, for more views and likes because it sounds better, more entertaining, more intriguing, and you run with that. But you must also remember that that might not be the truth. So I want to get you to a place where you're able to accept that, you know, so that's something that when we just sit down and listen to for 1 hour, I'll be a lie. I'll be a lie, you know. So I'm not going to spread it anywhere else, but it was entertaining while listening to it. I'm trying to get you to stop spreading lies. I'm trying to get you to stop being misinformed. I'm trying to get you to stop killing those who bring you facts while you glorify those who tell you lies. It's 2025, right? And we grown and we going on some grown people-ish this year. That's how we're there with it. So them two things that we are working on this year. All right. For the people them who are close to me, you know who you are. It's time for you to send me all your stuff, man. Package your stuff together and send it to me. You have your you have your restaurant, you have your this, you have your that, you have your online business, you have your brick and mortar business. Send it. We're also going on the road. This channel is a brainchild. SouFLoTV actually means South Florida TV because although I was born in Jamaica, I was raised in South Florida. And I'm very entrenched in South Florida's culture. So one of the things we're going to be doing is hitting the road, talking to people on the road. The interviews are going to be very interesting. Remember, I said I never interview people. I think it's time to make the channel what our original thought of the channel was. We couldn't do it before, even though we tried. If you go back and look, 8 years ago, there's a beauty shop / corner store called Tip Top that we did a video in and off because we wanted to, you know, show people like, here's this place in South Florida where you can get all the hair extensions and the this and the lashes and the that and the that. And they also sell other things and whatever. And then it never went anywhere. It was like 89 views in 9 years. so we didn't have the numbers and the platform to do that kind of thing. But now that the numbers are here, the platform has been built, it's time for us to go back out there. And it's time for us to find our Caribbean people. And notice me not said Jamaican enough. I said Caribbean people. Because yeah, we're going to find a lot of Jamaican, but we want to find my Trinidad as well. I want to find all my other Caribbean islands as well. People who are making a difference here in the United States of America. They have businesses. They own businesses. They're doing things on a different level. So we'll be out there in these streets talking to those. And we'll also be talking to those who are down on their luck. Because a lot of people feel like this USA thing is a paradise thing. And they minus the hard work and the sacrifices and all that, right? So I want to show y'all a different aspect of it. This is why I said I never wanted to interview like famous people, because usually if I watch 3, 4, 5 interviews of that person, they've pretty much said the same thing on those 4 or 5 different platforms. And I'm not the kind of person who like to do what everybody else is doing in my genre or on my side. So we have a splendid 2025 coming up, and we're here, and we're about to just jump right into it, right? With that said, preparing you for what's about to happen and all these other things, and speaking a bit, warming up the audience, getting you into conversation. These are our topics. Again, shout out to the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Shout out to the Jamaica Constabulary Force. One more time, big up on yourself. I always say this. Not all are no good, but most are good people. And of course, you know, you always have the bad seeds among any organization. That's just the way it goes. But if we never have them, dog nyam with supper. You know, a lot of people go and like say them not like police and them not like soldier and watch a boy them terrorize people. But as soon as anything happens, that's who you call. When you find yourself up Schitt's Creek without a paddle, that's who you call. When you know you can't handle what's going on and it's too much, that's who you call. So I always say this: if we never have them, dog nyam with supper in a real way. So again, shout out to the Jamaica Constabulary Force. I honestly feel like them giving a basket to carry water, because it starts at the head and trickles down, and a lot of you are doing the best you can. A lot of Jamaican officers are my brethren them from when we were little and I grow. And we all had dreams. Who wanted to be a journalist, freelance journalist, who wanted to be a school teacher or a professor, who wanted to be a construction worker, mechanic, who wanted to be a police officer. And we sat and talked about these things. I come from that generation. You know, I tell my kids this. I don't know if it's because y'all are growing up with so much that you guys are hitting 16, 17, 18 and not knowing, zeroing in on what it is you want to be kind of thing. But for us, when we were growing up, when we were 7, 8, 9, we were already zeroed in on what it was we wanted to be. And we started working towards that. Yes, some people got derailed and had to take a longer, different route. But we were focused from back then, even as children. So it's not far-fetched to think that we had these discussions as children. When me grew up, I want to be one police officer. I want to be one police officer like Mr. Powell. Because Mr. Powell clean every day. And Mr. Powell have him gun upon him and Uncle Man Mr. Ronia with gun. And he protect everybody. And you know see saying drunk every evening. And he go home drunk and stagger and nobody no bother him. And the man a gunman, you know, a police. And these kind of thing. We had one police officer named Mr. Powell when I was growing up. A blue seam. And Mr. Powell, he have a gun upon him hip. And Mr. Powell used to stop a rum bar and drink till him stagger. One Christmas, Mr. Powell and my uncle meet up at the bar and drink. And Mr. Powell is in full uniform with him gun upon him waist. And Mr. Powell turn around and pull out him hood and piss all over my uncle. They were both drunk and argue, them argue. And my uncle turn around and pull out him hood and piss back upon Mr. Powell. This is real life story I'm telling you. So when you hear me say Mr. Powell, these are people we grew up looking up to and saying, I'm going to be a police officer and I'm going to protect Jamaica and I'm going to do this and that. I'm going to be soldier because when soldier come, everybody run and these kind of things. Yeah, so big up to them. Shout out to them. See? See? Oh, man. Jamaica fuels me, okay? It fuels me. That's all me can say. We got to suffer my upliftment and my strength. Come back well refreshed and ready to go again. Our generation parenting is trying to make a soft life for these kids. Yeah, Kata Empress, and I don't know, I think we're making a mistake doing it. Live on the air with SouFLo, good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo, morning.
Morning, family, how you doing?
Good enough, can't come. Don't look a bit cold.
Look a bit cold.
Yeah. Yeah,
if you have it on speaker or Bluetooth, take way off, please, because your caller got chop up, and we can't hear you.
Oh, that better now?
Yeah, sound good now. Talk to you now.
Alright. I know say this kind of look a bit off topic, but I think that's something we need to be pointed out. Because I know not five people, government or whatever, the city station, but brother, last week, Wednesday, come back from Jamaica.
Same.
And bro, almost $30,000 unnecessary money I have to spend on 2 tires when I chop, you know.
Cause the road them.
Brother, because I know you use a Westmoreland, man, you travel through Westmoreland. You see the road from like south, go like Mobile when you reach like Anchovy and them places. One of the worst road you ever travel. One of the worst. And if you know say yo tourists have to drive through that road there, it's a goddamn shame. Cause at one point, you know, one day when I travel, a 4 car I see on the side of the road, you know, tire chop, you know.
Yeah, talk truth, bro. It happened to me too though. In a Holland Bamboo.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah.
You know, so on a worst road, to be honest, from that point, from Savlamar to Montego Bay, who know, you know, on a worst road.
Boy, I can show you even worse road. This time though, this time, bro, we actually videoed close up the road them in certain places. So it's funny that you're talking about that because once we start Lego the vlog them from Jamaica, you're gonna see what I talk about, and it's gonna be shameful, but we want the world to see it. The administration needs to do better, man. You're not tell no lie.
Because them they're not patrol, them they're just on hold.
Yeah. Hooligans said that is part. Holy God said that is part of the attraction. Hold on, we have something to say about that too. We have something to say about that too. But yo, when they chop up your tire, them brother, it's not funny. It's not funny.
Yeah,
Just
man.
not true, bro. When they chop up your tire,
Because
them it's not funny.
it's not funny because say a rental vehicle, say money I want back the entire,
Yes,
You
yes,
see me? Yeah.
absolutely,
And
bro.
when I tire them almost what $12,000 plus my pay man to put on the tire and them something.
You know, funny man. When they chop up your tire. But the patrol
Yeah.
them literally and yam the car tire them.
I don't know,
I don't
brother,
like.
come and chop the original tire, and then we chop the spare tire,
Yo,
Oh,
we have to laugh still, you know. Look on the
I
bright side.
love,
Look on the bright side. The bright side is, you see, you get to fly
yeah.
back out. You get to fly back out. You get to make the money the back again. You know what I mean? Yeah. Think about the
Yeah,
people them. Think about the people them who have to do that every day.
we're grateful for that. That's why I said to myself, say, if me only did it for like 2 weeks, just imagine the people who live here.
Yes, I have to do this daily. It's a part of the experience. Seeing?
Yeah, man, all the bus man, them boy, I'm sorry for them, and the taxi man, them, I'm sorry for them.
Yeah, man. God know.
That
God know.
front end needed to kill.
Mm-hmm. Mash up
Yeah,
shocks
man.
and struts.
Yeah, man, you have to do better not on the road, man. It's just one bad to us. But I just that alone, me have to say,
All right, my brother, and I agree completely. Big up yourself here,
Yeah, man, same thing.
manners.
Uh,
All right. Hooligan says a part of the experience. Let me tell you something. I just yesterday when we are driving, I said this, and I have a video coming where you're going to see it. When you are driving at Jamaica on some of them road there, you don't have no side for drive on. 1 minute to on the left side, next minute to on the right side. If nothing is coming, you're back on the left side or you're in at the middle of the road. This is just trying to get to where you're going. But I had to video it. I videoed the vehicles in front of me so everybody can see this. When you see you have to go so you go way over here so to avoid a pothole. And then you have to go way back over here so to avoid the next pothole. And then you have to go way back. No, you're in at the middle of the road. No, you have to go left and bounce back right quick and bounce back left quick. And you know, it really enhances the experience to me because I try to keep a positive mindset. Me not look on it and complain. You know what I tell myself? I say, yo, me feel like me not want video game. I feel like me not want video game or me I drive car. Me not play video game, but me see people play video game. So I'm like, this gotta be what like one of them video game that me don't know none of the name of the game then. One of them famous video game that this have to be like where it feel like I driving and one like, oh see me over here, so back over so that's a blood clean. It's like yo, hold on for the brakes, hold this up. All right, you have to slow down all the way to like 2 miles per hour. The pothole here is so deep and it's so wide, you can't go right or left to avoid it. You have to go down in it and take your time, come back up out tight, and you hit gas again and you're gone again and for a little 10 meters, 15 meters, you have a clear, smooth road. And then you hear, badam, you're dropping out on big pothole. You say, blood fire out. When I tire them, no bus. I have to take your time now and come back up. It's like an adventure driving in Jamaica on most of the roads them. Just like how I explained to you, the same way me animated when me I drive. Cause I feel like video game for me. Down in a pothole, up in our next one, I say, oh, fuck, I mash up people them car. I mash up I have to take my time. But yeah, the road them terribly, man. The road them beyond terrible. Beyond. I don't know what infrastructure fixing Andrew Holness was talking about. And please, people, this ain't no JLP or PMP thing for me. So please don't come to me with that. I already told y'all I've resigned. What you vote for is what you get, and then I'll watch you live with what you voted for or did not vote for. So it's not the politics for me. It's just the individual who has been in power since 2016 for me, right? You're pushing up on almost a decade in power. What infrastructure building you are talking about? Because the infrastructure then when me see, bruh. But yeah, we take serious thing, make joke, and we keep on moving because it's not the end of life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but it's not funny when time you're tired of my bus though and you have to pull over. Why me pull over in a Holland Bamboo the other day and I just pulled over. I think I don't remember where we pulled over for. But oh no, Kai. Kai fell asleep in the car and piss up himself while he was sleeping. So we pull over so wifey can take out some new clothes out of the back and change them and stuff. We're up on the road, we have the road, right? And I'm like, damn, we could do with more rest spots along the roadways in Jamaica, because everywhere you look, car pull over and man a piss. Sometimes multiple men are pissing back to back. One over there, so one here, so one down there, so one there, so. And the Jamaican man, them not afraid for just unzip them pants and pull out them hood and just piss anywhere. So them just piss anywhere and everywhere. Jamaican women they are no strangers to seeing Teely. Cause the man them, some of them not even care. Them just hood to the wind, hood to traffic, and just piss right there so and jump back into them car and go, I'll go about their business. And I'm saying, man, if we had more rest stops or porta potties or something along the way where people couldn't just piss up the place, so. Me stop in a Holland Bamboo, we change Kai, and I say, let me go behind the bamboo them go piss. Because we don't have no rest stop. And now I become a part of what I'm complaining about too. Why am I pissing everywhere? Well, me don't have nowhere to piss. Nature calls. So I go behind the bamboo and me see like 50 load of dude around there. So I wasn't the first person to go in a Holland Bamboo, go behind the bamboo, them go turn it in a bathroom. So all these cars that I seen pulling over in Holland Bamboo, them a pull over in there for shit. It reminded me of one deployment when we did go on, right? I was in Iraq. I was staying in Saddam Hussein's birthday palace. They had this raid going on not too far from which part we did there, because some man did in there he tried to lob a grenade into the compound where I was staying at. So we rushed out, first responders, and when we got there, we were safeguarding this building. I remember, I did it, I said, I gotta pee, me want me, I hold my piss. I could either just piss standing right there in my uniform. It's so hot there, it would probably dry it up anyway, and nobody can tell if I sweat or I piss. Or I could tell my buddies, cover down, let me go behind the building real quick and relieve myself. So I told my buddies, cover me, I'm gonna go behind the building, relieve myself real quick. I'm gonna go back to the building. When I go back to the building, I see about 4 or 5 man squat down. And them I have normal conversation. Them wear looking dress. And nothing under there, no. And them pull up the dress like a girl pull up them dress. 4 man. And them just talk to each other while them a shit. And then I looked at the ground, and we call them landmines. I looked at the ground, and landmines were everywhere. Like they were squat down over other people's shit, taking a shit on top of shit that was already sitting there. Shit. And the thing crown there, that's what it reminded me of when I went in the back of the bamboo, them round a Holland Bamboo. And me I go pull out for piss. I look down and said, blood fire. Yo, whole heap of shit this. I couldn't even do it. Me hold me pee and jump back in the car and say, come on, let's go. And we waited till I got somewhere else. And the whole time me I driving, you know, when you really got to pee and you have bumps like this, the whole time me I drive, and some of you bumps me, I'm like, Jesus Christ, we can't pass a gas station, something wherever. I passed this place. The lady said, me pull up and say a gas station, pull up. The woman said, I said, Mommy, your bathroom, you have a bathroom? She said, you want bathroom or you want urinal? You in Jamaica. She said, you want bathroom or you want urinal? I said, why difference? She said, well, the woman go a bathroom. The man them use the urinal more. Unless you want number 2. I said, no, I don't want number 2. I want you urinal there. She said, the urinal round on the side of the building around there. So I said, all right, good, because my wife want to use the bathroom too, and she can definitely use the bathroom. So, you know, I walk around the side of the building, I walk down the building. I'm looking for like somewhere that is covered, that might be a bathroom or something. I walk so till the fence end, and I couldn't come outside because I want to wall them build, but the wall is by my waist high. So traffic where I pass out a road can see me from the waist up. Me walk, my buck at the end. I say, which part urinal there? I look down, and I see one hole in the ground. I say, where the blood? I saw the man there. So I unzip because you know I've been holding it for a long time. I unzip and me I do my business. Psh, I'm peeing, traffic is passing by, everybody I see me turn up over there. Turn up over there, piss me, I shake off now. I get ready to put in my things and zip up back. Then I go around. I said, you don't have any way you can wash your hands? She said, yes, man, right in there, so. And they have something where you wash your hand too. Big up to them for that. So I wash off my hand or something. And then me tell the wife, I say, babe, you can go use the bathroom, but don't use the urinal, because the urinal of a man. And the urinal, the way around the back of the building, around the corner. But she gonna make you use the bathroom, because the bathroom of a woman. And she brought my daughter with her, and they're gonna use the bathroom. Oh, just so many friggin' experiences in Jamaica. I try to tell you, man. Urinal, woman go a bathroom, man go a urinal, unless you want number two. Teach me a teacher, no, so no knows. So when you go, you know, you're not a man asking for the bathroom, please, because I want to pee pee. Nobody not talk so in Jamaica. Piss the man and want piss and them go around a urinal. All right. Yo, like TV One says Jamaica needs to get it together seriously. It's all a part of the experience. And honestly, things like those, I hope never change. We have bathroom. We have bathrooms. I think we need more or build more urinals then across the island then. Me no business, but I just love those things are unique. You're not going nowhere else where somebody tell us that the women go to the bathroom, the men go to a urinal unless you want number two. I have to say number two. Oh, doodle. No, me no want doodle. No, me no want doodle. Me just want people. All right, you go in the round of the building. Just follow the wall. I have follow the wall, follow the wall. I said, which part of the place are there? Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, SouFLo.
Morning, family. What going?
Me say me there, me I laugh and listen to your story, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, you wanna tell somebody a story and they feel like you're lying, you know. Because you say when you go behind the bamboo tree, you have to pull up back and leave.
Yes, the mountain.
Yeah,
About 100 load that shit around the bro. Me say, yo.
One time we go Queens. I'm going to use the bathroom in somewhere. What we going to do? Pull up back.
Be a landmine.
Yeah. So we just have an experience of what you say. I know it's a reality. Yeah.
You know,
and then and next thing again. Like me go yard and me I drive from St. Catherine to St. Mary. From go around the junction. Bro, me I tell you, it's every road bad. Every road.
The road them terrible. The road them terrible.
The best piece of road where they have at the toll.
Yes. And tell you how much the toll costs.
Yeah.
Yeah, me drive from Clarendon the other day. We vlog this too, so you're gonna see the vlog. We drive from Clarendon the other day, go to St. Anne. We go climb Dunsborough Fall and something and drive, go back to Clarendon in a one day. And me $6,000 or something worth of toll we pay.
Yeah, for real, man.
Yeah. So the average Jamaican ain't doing that.
Yeah, no. Them have go up more dresser.
I saw. And that wife said, now the average Jamaican take back road, take a long way and mash up them car in a pothole.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, brother. True.
Yep. Anyway, me I go and listen to stories still.
All right, so manners and respect.
Yeah, cool.
All right. Yeah. Hold on there. Somebody said that, Anne Ramsey says, thank God it wasn't Jamaicans in the plane wheel that passed away. Anne Ramsey will deal with that on a different video, but we don't know if it's Jamaicans or not. There's nothing that says it's not Jamaicans. Nothing. All right. Back to what we are saying now. Let me see. 91 TV says, I flew in and my friend had to go to the bank. So while he's in the bank, I'm waiting and I had to go so bad to pee. Man, they let me in the bank to use the bathroom. The security lady outside took me in. Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. But when you're riding around in Jamaica and there ain't no rest stops, like in the US, you could run into any fast food restaurant. And fast food restaurants are everywhere. And any gas station almost. right? In Jamaica is not so much. Remember, me lick a gas station, had Auntie Cutie with me, and me I get ready to fill up the gas tank. And the lady said, Auntie Cutie said she want to use the bathroom. The woman said, we can't find the key, you know. So I said, all right, Auntie Cutie, jump back in our car, because if them can't find the key and we can't use them bathroom, me not buy no gas, yes, sir. So when she came back, she said, the lady said, boy, the one where you, she talking about me, so me super aggressive and whatever. I wasn't super aggressive. I just feel like I'm not buying gas from you if I can't relieve myself at your rest stop. You have bathrooms, find the key. Because the next people them that I stop at to try to use their bathroom, guess what they're going to tell me? You never buy no gas here. Our bathrooms are for our customers, right? So find the key, man. Guess what? They grab Auntie Cutie and said, come, grab our Sherry, carry her go around and fill the bathroom. So they took her to the employees' bathroom to use it. And I said, that's the all right then, so I'll stay and get gas from them then. And that's the only way I stay and get gas from them. Because if them never make her use them bathroom, I'm driving off. Yeah, that way. But them lackadaisical too. We don't know, we don't have the key. We lost the key, we have to go find it. So I'm supposed to piss myself while I fill my tank with gas, right? Yeah. Anyhow, man. Bless up SouFLo from Colin Frosty, UK. Belated New Year wishes to you, Shakira, and your family. Watching, listening to you while I work from home. Big up yourself, DMW. Thank you, and I appreciate you greatly. And Happy New Year's to you too. Dorothy T says a restaurant in Queens said that we couldn't use the bathroom if we were not buying anything. Absolutely. There's only fast food chains like McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, them kind of place there. If you're traveling, you can go in, use the bathroom, walk back out, them won't say nothing to you. Or just buy something off of the dollar menu, $1. That's it. If you're gonna pay $1 to use the bathroom, that ain't so bad. But imagine not having a choice, because there are no places you can stop. So you have to relieve yourself on the side of the road. That's one of the things I see in Jamaica. And when you get into the city places more, you see it even more, and it smells even more. Country, man, we out in the bush a piss. That don't mean nothing. You not smell that, because nobody really stop there like that unless you pissing too. But in the city, me not lie, me pull up one time and I was about to get me. I said, where in the pot? Because I see the pot has steam, right? And I said, where in the pot? Because I want some soup in the early morning. I did think it smell. That smell like 100 man take a shit right there saw the pot. I jumped back in the car and left because of the smell. The people them have nowhere to relieve themselves. So they're relieving themselves right where they're selling the food in some places, right? Yeah, from smell there, me no want buy no food from you. Because you wake up every day, smell the same smell there, and think says, okay, if you sell food, that's all. And I was out. He had no answer. I took my pee home to Trelawney. Getting to use bathroom in Jamaica is like digging rent-a-yam, says Patrick Woodstock. Yo, thank you SouFLo about your little tidbits about the army. I passed them on to my grandson. Thanks, Sonia Brooks. Yeah, he probably in there having the time of his life too, Sonia. Bob Cosmic, I used to love shopping, but there's too much anymore. OMG, I'm afraid of Holland Bamboo now. Jody Sams, just don't go behind the bamboo them. Don't go back at the bamboo them. Run at the back of the bamboo them. Me never know that neither. Me I drive through Holland Bamboo last year. I'm here. Bye! Dipping a pothole, and the pothole had razor sharp edges on it. Pothole ripped the tire. It'll get late, you know. Matter of fact, I lied last year. This was during the pandemic when we traveled to Jamaica because they had a curfew. And I remember being in Holland Bamboo and we're closing down on the curfew because you had to be inside by 6 p.m. or something. And I said, yo, we're not going to make it. So I tell myself, say, we can't change a tire. Use the jack up the car, you know, change the tire myself. And I said, thank God me know how to change a tire, because I have some man out there, if the tire bust, them can't change the tire. If the car needs some water in the radiator, they don't know which part to find the radiator. They don't know where to find a dipstick for transmission or for oil or whatever, transmission fluid or oil. So me thanks, I know them things there, right? So I'm getting us back on the go. And I didn't look behind the bamboo then, and I didn't stop to pee either. Plus, there were a lot of people out there, so I probably wouldn't have. But this trip, me actually got back at the bamboo. And the amount of shit me see around there. I mean, literally, doo-doo. The amount of doo-doo laid out around there. It tells me that is a place where people stop and relieve themselves frequently. So be careful when you go through Holland Bamboo, you go back at the bamboo, especially for those who travel at night. You don't want to go around there, so you're coming out with your shoes full of doo-doo. Yeah, that's why we know more people have to relieve themselves at a spot at the cook shops other than the lady who was caught. But she was inside. Yeah, the lady at Hero Circle. You know, so we drive past Hero Circle the other day, and we are drive right, and we end up, boom, we bust a car and come around, and we come right around in that circle, and then we see all of the pot them and everything, and the crabs hanging out in the pots. Wifey loves seafood. She never even hinted to stop. She just said, baby, let's see a Hero Circle with the which part the woman did shitting at the bucket. I'll be saying, yes, I'll press gas. I told you all that when I was in Jamaica, I was going to go to Hero Circle purposely and buy some food from there just to show everybody, say, you know, the thing up and running again. But as a God, honestly, as me reach there, my body just hit the gas like really hard on the gas pedal in a car. I don't know why, and I didn't stop. I'm an honest person. I don't like to lie and be like, yeah, and we stop out there and we saw where Alice did this. I wasn't even interested in stopping. I just never want nothing to do with out there. Hero Circle. Anyhow, our main stories for this morning, right? Do we start off? You get to choose where we start off and we'll take it from there. Should we talk about the 4 children that perished in the fires? Should we talk about the female teacher that was brutally murdered? Or should we talk about the MP declares a war on jacket? Which one are we going with this morning? Let's say fire. Audrey Wright says fire. That's 1. The time is running. You have 60 seconds. Jacket, fire, jacket, fire. Nans says sauce boss, jacket, Nans, fire. We have, all right, Pussy G says fire. Sauce boss says jacket, sauce boss. Okay, a jacket again. Jacket, fire, 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 fire. Look like it's going to be fireman. Jenny Duncan, fire. Wayne Nathan, fire. Grace James, fire. Mel, fire. Fire. Nevada Foster, fire. Lex Bond TV, jacket. We have 2 jacket on both, 50 fire. We're 35, 40 seconds, 37, 40 seconds in. Fire, fire, fire. We have 4 jacket, about 15, 18 fire. We're counting. Wait there. The MP get a suit. This sounds... Yeah, Black Eagle, fire. Big up yourself, Black Eagle. Thank you for being here. Dorothy T. Balcazin, maybe our path has crossed. LOL. Alice, aka shit in a bucket. Fire, fire it is. All right, 5, 4, 3, Taran, fire. Anthony Vaz, fire. Yo-Yo, fire. Steve Moore, fire. The fire it is. All right, we're going to go with the fire. Let me cross that so we know, sir, we're into that topic right now. And let's get into the fire. Boy, when things sad, things sad. All right. So recently, I don't know if y'all saw this. There was a video before we even went to Jamaica. The video was of a man in Jamaica being burnt alive in his home. And his family was outside and couldn't help him inside of the house. So where this conversation is going, I need you to ride there with me. Anger and grief after 3 young siblings perish in a house fire. These 3 young siblings plus 1 before them makes 4. 4 is the total number of children who perished in house fires on the island in 2024. For 2025, we have met that number already. I'm going to tell you what we can do and also why we are here. Travis Davis says that he can't get the screams of those children who died in Sunday's house fire in Walkerswood, St. Anne, out of his head. It's like I can still hear the picnic them in my head a scream, you know, and it mess me up, he told the Jamaica Observer in an interview. The early morning blaze that claimed the lives of 7-year-old Tashana Mattis, 4-year-old Tashani Mattis, and 2-year-old Tavan Mattis was particularly heartbreaking for Davis, who shared that he is the father of a 5-year-old child as well. Who is that? Oh, mommy. All right, break time. So Munchie is back, and we are going to do her outfit check, mommy. Gotcha. You showing off your hair. That baby hair is laced. I tell wife said she can do hair good, especially for children, and them charge enough money for the picnic hair enough. She's sitting on talent. But anyhow, here comes Milani, who the mosquito them bite up at Jamaica. Yeah, them bite you up, mommy. And she's off to school now. You ready for school? Are you ready for school though?
Yeah.
You are? You're gonna go see your friends?
Yeah.
All right. So back to school she goes. She's ready to go see her friends. Let's do an outfit check. Let's start from the head. You already showed the hair off. The hair is looking spectacular. There goes the pretty face. You gotta give them the pretty face too. There you go. And then you're gonna stand on Daddy. Stand on me. It is cold out there this morning in Florida. We'll come back to super cold weather. So she got on her thermal top and she's rocking some jeans today. What is my jeans? Tread. She's rocking some jeans today and show your sneakers. And she got on some girly Reeboks, pink and blue to match her outfit. And that completes her outfit for the day. Right?
Yeah.
All right. Say hi and bye, everybody.
Hi, bye, everybody.
All right. I love you.
Love you.
All right. Daddy come pick you up?
Yeah.
All right.
That's mommy.
Plus mommy?
Yeah.
All right. Daddy and mommy come pick you up soon, okay?
Okay.
All right. Go have fun.
I have some my friends.
You gonna have fun with your friends?
Yeah.
Okay, mommy. I love you, mommy.
Love you, Dada. Bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Yeah. Boy, anytime I get to love up my picnic them and me talk about people who lose theirs, it always hit different. You know what I'm saying? Always hit different. We have a lot to give thanks for, you know. We have a lot to be thankful for. We just be taking a lot of stuff for granted, kind of thing. Here you are hugging yours. You know, I can't imagine losing 3 at once. I can't even imagine the pain of losing 1, let alone to lose 3 one time. In life, you see some people broken, mentally, not there no more, mind gone. It's situations like these that they speak about. And I always tell people, don't think certain things can't happen to you, because all it takes is 1 to 3 horrific events happening too close to each other, back to back to back. And you will find yourself gone up yourself. Don't even know why you are walk road and I talk to yourself and haven't been home in days. Can't even remember which part your own house there. Feel like it's okay now for them out of that garbage can there. People say this can't happen to me. That would have never happened to me a week, week out. No boy, life full of circumstances. You hear me? Yeah. Get back into the story now. The early morning blaze that claimed the lives of 7-year-old Tashani Mattis, 4-year-old Tashani Mattis, and 2-year-old Tavano Mattis, Tashana, Tashani, and Tavano, all Mattis children. That was particularly heartbreaking for Davis, who shared that he is the father of a 5-year-old himself. This is the guy who said he can't get the screams out of his head because he was there and he heard the children screaming to be freed from the fire, but he couldn't do nothing to help them. So now the screams are playback in his head constantly. It's starting to bother him. But Davis said that he was driving through the community on his way to St. Mary when he saw the house ablaze. And he could only stand there and listen as the siblings' screams pierced the early morning silence. And then they stopped when the roof of the house collapsed. You already know what going on, that's all right. According to Davis, the first sign he got of the fire was a very bright light in the distance. And when he got closer to the location, he realized that the house was fully ablaze. He said that before he exited his vehicle, he called the police. That was about 2:20 a.m. a.m. hours. Why were 3 children so young at home by themselves, or were they? He showed the observer his phone and indicated that he called the police the second time as well, adding that the firefighters arrived at the scene sometime after 3 a.m. 2:20 a.m., you call and say the house is on fire. They arrive after 3 a.m. 2:20 to 3 o'clock. That's 40 minutes. Yeah. So when that singer, what's her name, during the, I can't remember her name right now, Itana, when Itana said, I don't really want to age in Jamaica because we still don't have certain things in place, and people did a beat her, move your blood clot and go on back to foreign. Nobody now asks if you come back here. These are the things she was talking about. She said, if I'm elderly and I have a heart attack or I'm having a stroke, and my house there in the hills of, say, Clarendon, then, for example, how long is it going to take for first responders to get to me? And you know, in a stroke, the quicker they get to you, the less damage there could be. The more time them take to get to you, the more severe the damage could be. So you age and you start to think about these things. When you're young and you can move around and you're strong and thing is different. As you start to age, your body gets weaker. You start to think about these things, right? My house step on fire. It's a fire I can't put out myself. I call fire people 2:20 a.m. and them arrive after 3 o'clock. The house burned down flat by the time them reach, my friend. Here in the US, if I call the police right now, they're at my house in 5 flat. 5 minutes flat. I kid you not. I tell you the story all the time. I came back from Jamaica one of the times and forgot my code for my house alarm. You ever wake up some days and something where you do every day, you forget how to do it today? I was having one of those brain fart moments. And I put the wrong code in and my alarm said, you have. And give the big warning with one big voice. Me have a couple seconds to put in the right code. Me in the house. Me run going I want to draw. Me a search and me I say, which part the alarm book there where the people them set it up, because me I try put in, boom, me punch in the wrong code again. When that alarm went off, I never knew that my house alarm was so loud because it alerted the whole neighborhood. But you see, within that second it went off, the alarm told me we're notifying the local police. Before it said we're notifying the local police and me could have looked around, police there at my door, questioning me like I broke in the house, right? And of course, one part of me was like, I'm in my own house, but you can't. You have to be thankful because they're doing their job. That's the kind of alarm system I pay for anyways. But anyhow, that kind of swift response, I don't think I can get that in Jamaica. And that would be detrimental to aging, or if my children were home and something went wrong, right? They were right there. And the man just stepped in at the house and asked me for me, are you the owner of this property? I said, yes, I am. He said, I'm going to need some identification. Where's your ID? I said, it's in the garage in my vehicle. And he was like, okay, we'll walk to the garage. And then now take them eye off of me, you know. We're going to walk to the garage. We're going to get the ID. So I'm going to the garage, show them the ID and stuff, and them run wherever. One of them went and did a check. And he was like, okay, now how can, and by the time them do that, me remember my alarm, proper code, put it in, and then they walked away. That kind of stuff. I don't think I'll get that kind of swift response. The man said, I saw a man walking and I asked him if he didn't see the house I burned. Brother, you know, see the house that I burned down. I asked him if anybody was in there, and he said that it was a house that people live in. Him say, yeah, man, people live there. Nonchalantly. Same time I started to bawl out. I mean, I said, fire, fire. I wasn't really seeing anybody come out of the house. And I told the man to let us go up there. And the man said, me afraid. Him not go up there because him afraid. The fire was blazing. And I saw a lady run out of her house and she start bawl out too. I asked her, I says, where I could walk to go up there to that house. But she was so panicking, she didn't even answer me. I decided to shut it through the bush and run up to the house, David said. I was afraid because I don't know the community. I passed through. I went up there and I heard the children bawling and I couldn't do anything to save them, he said. He said he heard what sounded like an explosion inside of the house. That was when the roof caved in and the screaming of the children stopped. I just had to watch and I couldn't do anything because the next man was saying not to try to go in there. I wanted to try to go in there because those children are babies. Hours after the fire was put out, a pall of gloom and anger hung over the community. The anger stemmed from the residents' belief that the children were left alone by themselves, unattended in the house, allegedly by their mother, who was told had been taken into police custody at this point. So it's a single mother event, and mother get burnt out and left the picnic them and gone do road by herself kind of thing. According to the residents, the police were left. According to the residents, the children were left in a 2-bedroom house with their grandmother. But the grandmother isn't agile enough to go do much for herself and for the children. The grandmother and another sibling of the 3 deceased children actually were there, so they weren't left alone by themselves. They were left with a granny who couldn't really do nothing, and all the granny could do is run out of the house to save herself. So she ran out, save herself, and couldn't go back to save the children. It is alleged that there was no electricity at that house, and that it was a candle that they were using for electricity, for light. So that may have been the cause of this tragedy. The candle turned over and burned down the house. A cousin of the children's mother, standing in front of a shop with other residents, was heard venting anger at her, the woman, at the top of their voice, cussing her. The children's father, Odain Mattis, he was a picture of devastation. Now me I wonder which part him did that. The mother left them. The mother is the one that's getting the blame, but where was the father? Are they not together? Was he playing an active role in his children's lives? Why did the mother have to leave the children with granny who can barely help herself? Stooping with his head in both of his hands, he said that he was unable to describe how he was feeling right now. Him say, how me feel right now is undescribable. I don't know what to tell you. All they had to do was send the children come to me. I can't explain this. And I tell you what happened because I know the same yard we live in. The yard is the kids' them mother yard. We don't live there. Who explained that he lives nearby and he had known that the mother was leaving for the night. Had he had known that the mother was leaving for the night, he would have gone for his children and gotten his children. So if one knows that the mother wasn't going to be there, one could have just sent the picnic them to me. Damn. Their mother left them inside of the house, and I can't even say she left them with her mother because our mother can't even help her own self. So she basically left the children them by themselves. She left the 7-year-old responsible for the other children. She could have told me to go for me picnic them. Only one of my 4 picnic them left back, and him gone with him auntie because him traumatized. He just lost all his siblings. He didn't get any burns because the grandmother slept with him in her bed and brought around the house around the other tree to the other room because she said them sleep bad. So she put them in a one bed by themselves. Reacting to the tragedy, members of Parliament St. Anne Southeastern Lisa Hanna, who oversees this, said that she is devastated and grappling with this profound sorrow as well. This is an unimaginable tragedy that weighs heavily on our community, and it is incredibly painful come to terms with this type of loss. Innocent lives at that. You know, she sent out her condolences and her sympathies and all these other things that politicians do and people in positions of power do. Said that this was the second tragic fire in the constituency in recent times, recalling the previous incident in Claremont. And in that fire, last September, a 51-year-old truck driver named Norman Hay, he died on his veranda as efforts to rescue him failed. This is the one I was telling you all about, because the key to unlock the grill could not be found. Now, let's talk about them two things here. For one, mommy, you should have sent the picnic them go to them father, you know, so you gotta do road for the night. Sometime, you know, I'm not pass judgment, I'm just saying, because at this point the children are gone. But for whoever is alive and listening, you know, sometimes you want to do a little sneaky link something, or I don't know, maybe the woman working nights. I don't know what her circumstances are. But we need to always put the children them first, you know what I'm saying? Carry them go to them father if them have a good father. Be open in communication with the father. Tell the father, say, yo, me I do road tonight, take a picnic them. Don't be afraid to do it. No matter when nobody wants to say. Because at the end of the day, you can't leave a 7-year-old responsible for all the other siblings, and the 7-year-old is the oldest one there. Which brings me to what I was telling you about before. The situation where me watch the video, cause them video it. It was horrible to watch, man. The man was on his veranda and he couldn't escape him house. And I was so angry, and I was angry because I was saying, look at the state of Jamaica, you know. We so afraid that everybody grill up them house, and we look at the grills and we say, boy, the grill them look good upon the house. You know, I'm a big house, grill up good. But in what normal society do people put grills and bars on their house and lock themselves in? Yes, Dion H. What normal society though? What safe place do people put grills and bars and lock themselves in? So you know, sister, afraid the people them afraid, man. Afraid, you know why everybody grill up, you know. My people them house a Clarendon and when me stay this trip, grill up every angle. Yo, listen, when me did it, I said to myself, say, because you know I'm walking around with a bunch of keys. And you have one key for the front grill, you have one key for the back door. Then when you open the back door, me go up on a back veranda, and then me have a code lock on the grill for the back veranda, which is a key I couldn't find this trip when I was there. And I started thinking to myself, and I said, I remember the man burn up on him veranda, and I see the video. And a brother was standing outside, and the brother scream, and a brother help, and the brother can't do nothing. And the old man in there, he wasn't old, he's 57. He's in there burning up, and him can't come out neither. So in an effort to lock yourself away from criminals, and your house accidentally catch fire, I don't know, it could be an electrical fire, it could be a gas fire, it could be an accidental fire cause, you know, power cut did happen and somebody light one candle, fall asleep, forget it, breeze lick it over, whatever the case may be, you're stuck. And now your house is ablaze. When your house is ablaze, you don't remember which part you put key in? You don't remember saying they put on the key them in a kitchen. And then the whole kitchen is engulfed in flames. You can't go into the kitchen if you go keep it open grill pan veranda. You stuck inside burning and your neighbors watching you burn alive and can't get you out. We're talking about the problem. It's a very real problem because it hit me when I was in Jamaica at the house. I said to myself, I have to know where these keys are at all times. So the whole time I was there for 2 weeks, I walk around with the key them in my pocket for 2 weeks. Every time I lock up all the grill them upon the house. Because I wouldn't want fire happen and we can't get out of the house. Right? So what I'm suggesting everybody do is this. You have to have your grill because that's how we're living now. People were broken in your house. Thief them about. Murderers them about. You have to keep yourself safe. The government can't do it. I suggest that everybody have an escape plan. I want you to listen to this, please. You must have a escape plan from your house. Your house is nice, your house grill up, blah, blah, blah. Me hear you. In the event of something happening like this, please drill your children to the escape plan as well. Okay? I was looking at the house just now before I left Jamaica, and I said to myself, say, okay, boom, we can escape through that road here if fire happen. Even if we have to run through fire to get to that, I know that that's a short escape route. That's something the Army instilled in me. Once I go into any room, my mind map out first escape in case of tragedy. Me I escape somewhere out of that room there. And if I can't see an escape, I'm not going to be in that room for long. That's just how I'm built now. So for each and every one of you out there with your house well grill up on everything, please have an escape plan for your family. Please drill your children to this escape plan. Cultural norms in Jamaica is not like in the US. Oh, you can't leave the children them and go. Sometimes we left the children them upstairs are playing at the house and downstairs we're gone. Right? We don't know, you go out in the yard, go pick a couple grapefruit or 2 orange or something. You're there at the gate a whole of vibes with your neighbor. Yeah, man, a long time, you know, see, and they pick them inside a play or something like that. You know, you don't necessarily have to be gone for the night kind of thing. If one of them accidentally lock the grill when you out a door, cause picnic stuff, you can't get back in. These kind of things happen. You have to drill your children on your escape plan. Your escape plan have to be a safe and sure escape plan. So from now on, have an escape plan for your house. Have a route that you know for sure that even your children could get out of it. Drill them to it and drill yourself to it to avoid stuff like this happening again. It's a sad situation, man. My condolences goes out to that family. This is us learning from their tragedy, looking back in hindsight, because there ain't nothing we can do talking now that can save them or bring back these babies. They're gone. They're gone. And like I said before, I can't even imagine the pain of losing one, let alone losing 3 one time. Damn. You know, so the grandmother will escape from the house, you know, she escaped with the 4th child, you know. She escaped with the 4th child. And that little child will need a whole lot of help to move forward. You just lost your 3 siblings. You're the only one standing out of 4 children that come from the same father. We carry the same last name, all 4 children. Life ain't always nice. And this is one of them situations. So again, start finding a place in your house how you're going to escape. I don't know. Sometimes you might need to have a designated area where your keys are always put, or you might need to have, I'm suggesting, but you know your house better than me. Make sure you have an escape route. This is happening too often. People are getting burnt up in their house in Jamaica because they're trying to escape and can't come out because they can't find the key them for the grill and these kind of things. You grill up your house so good that criminals can't come in. But you forget, say, in tragedy, you can't go out neither. Live on the air with SouFLo, good morning.
Hey, Flo, good morning.
Morning, my brother, what going?
I'm there.
Sir.
For the story, you know, I can relate and, you know.
Oh, you sound so low.
All right, hold on. Are you hearing me now?
Yes, loud.
Yeah. So the trauma where the guy got through with the, you know, being on the veranda and can't escape.
Mm-hmm.
Because growing up, you know, me and my other brothers, the house was fully grilled. The front grill and the back grill have 3 padlock on the front grill and one around the back. But you know, my mother used to love beetle. Mm-hmm. So every time she the beetle and we try escape and grill them lock, it hell pound out like your life or head when you get.
Can you can't come out?
You can't come up. much less you have to deal with a fire when you know it's definitely life and death situation.
Right.
But I know, because the thing is that I see sometimes people even have their one car key in their hand and can't find it.
Right.
Much less when you have a fire, you always know where the key normally key.
Yeah.
And your mind not, you know, not programming say out, just it's the draw.
Right.
So sometimes when trauma and disaster is there, you just can't think.
You can't think straight, bro, and you're confused and you're panicking too. You know?
Because I remember one time my brother them fetched the house a fire in a one room. And when me run in after the fire, me run out and they shout my mother and they say, water, water, water. And my mother said, water, come and pipe, you're not just my turn off the pipe, man. And me say, no, mom, then catch your house on fire. So, you know, and, you know, then we, you know, we rush and get buckets of water and out it. But then my sister, them now, you know, every time they say me, water, water, water. You know, Jamaican, they're taking serious.
Yeah.
Like they give the nickname man to start calling me water, water, you know?
Can you do that ball water?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But so, you know, they said, because men is here to say, they sleep too bad. So because them kids are sleep bad, it came to my mind if maybe that's why them kick over the camera by accident because them sleep bad.
Could very well be that, bro. Could very well be that.
But we don't have, like, you know, up here in America, we have the scented candle that's in the glass to protect the fire.
Right.
They don't have it. Them just stick it for one.
You know, whoa, hold on. Yeah, but hold on. That's another one. That's another one you can talk. We can use the candle. I've seen a candle that does not. They have battery-operated candles. Flameless candles, babe. All right, wife it in here. Come, she put them up all through the house before. I hear me when me walk in here. No kidding you. I said, thank you for bringing this up too, because this is how when we talk to each other, we can share with others. Me walking in my house already, and I see a bag of candle in there. You know, wife have the place looking nice and smelling good and stuff. Me I say, why you like so much candle in here? Post them burn down the house. That's the first thing that came to my mind, right? And she was like, go touch them. And me go and me look. And it wasn't even a real candle, but it looks very real. So maybe we want to start using those. In 2025, you know, we have to move into the future. Maybe we want to start using those instead of using an actual candle where I go melt and the real flame is there. And if a breeze lick it over, it burn down your whole house.
And the alarm, I had the alarm. And sometimes when you come in our house, you forget to you put on the alarm. So when you come through the garage door, you take a little time and then you hear the alarm say, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, perp, and then they call police. Right away. Sometimes within 5, 10 minutes, the police is there.
Right.
But the difference is that most time I see when people call police, fire truck is always there before the police officer. And even on the street, I've seen a person just have a fever and 2 or 3 fire truck pull up.
Sure.
But in Jamaica, I just think it's wrong for the fireman them did they play football around the back and I play domino or basketball. You know, by the time them stop and change their clothes. House burned up. So we have a slack system.
Yeah, so in the US, right, the firefighters, I would say, I hate to say this though, but firefighters in the US are pretty much dressed and ready and on call. And as soon as that call come in, boom, they're sliding out of the firehouse within seconds of getting that call. I can't speak against Jamaican firefighters, so I don't know if them they chill out and run a back and relax and then them get the call and them lackadaisical and yeah man, we are come, we are go dead. But the slow response time says a lot.
No, I have friends.
And the road them babe.
No, but if you drive fast, if you're driving pretty fast, you can just fly over the potholes if you're going fast. And I would assume the fire truck is driving fast to get to destination to get rid of it. But I know for sure that even the police officers, enough time message shot a fire, and they still over there to play domino until shot done fire.
You know, in them instance, them, I don't blame them though, bro. No, because sometimes I hear some Kalishnikov a clap over there and me see man a run with 9mm. Me not running for no Kalishnikov with no 9mm. You're busting a AK-47 and them give me one service 9. Me not come over there. Me wait till everybody done shoot. Then become assess the situation.
When we know the fireman, them used to play football and basketball around that back I building.
Seeing.
And domino and loot. And we just don't think a man a shoot and then say fire and them all just drop the ball 6 times. Them, you know, get at them gate. But we have a slap system. And
we probably need more fire stations and firefighters across the country as well.
No, we do.
Yeah.
Because for example, where I live, I see you have like 7 fire stations on Blue Hills Avenue. So within
that's in the US.
Range, you find 7 fire stations.
In the US, right?
Yeah, in
Connecticut
where I live.
Okay.
7 fire stations within just on one long street. So within a 10 mile zone, you can maybe find up to around 14, 15 fire stations.
Crystal G says fire stations and water. And the crazy thing is, we should never have water problem. We are an island. We are surrounded by water. All right.
All right, Flo.
All right, my brother. Mana's here.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we should never have water problem. We're an island. We are in the middle of the Caribbean Sea, surrounded by water. We also need burn units. Absolutely burn units. Because you notice that everybody who get badly burned, if their people don't have enough money to pay for them to go get treated in the United States of America or somewhere, they might have to take up GoFundMe. I've said this more and more over the years. You know, the people them not cuss me so much now like they were cussing me 8 years ago. Just last night, I was looking at some of our videos that we were doing 8 years ago, and those were the main topics. Live on the air with SouFlo, good morning.
SouFlo, big up the show.
Manners and respect, brother. What going on?
Happy New Year, Joe.
Same to you.
On the topic of fire, 2 things.
Hold on there, you have Bluetooth or something? Or go on?
Yeah, you hear me now?
Yeah, clear.
Yeah, on the topic of fire, 2 things, right? One fire from being a man, one king on that side.
See? Yeah. Yo, wow, what saga.
It has, I always wonder, right? And we don't know if since the end of 2024 or to the start of 2025, if Jamaica actually has enough fire trucks, right? Because I've seen on the news various amount of times where a fire station will get a call to respond to a fire. And the response is going to be, oh, well, this fire station doesn't have a fire truck. How can you have a country SouFlo where a fire station doesn't have a fire truck? And people, if you think that lie, but don't know own research, they not lie.
Yes, and I've seen where one said they didn't have water.
Exactly.
Yeah. And one said they didn't have water, one said they never have a fire truck.
Yeah, sometimes I remember the story about a police station one time in recent years, not even more than 5 or 2 years. I think we even covered it or something. Where the police station get a call and one say, well, we have no service speaker right now. Is the next police station has to go to the call there, get me answer?
Yeah.
And as a country in 2024 and in modern times, you know, Jamaica that we are now and for so many things that we have accomplished. You know, in terms of the basic things that we need to operate a country.
We're lacking some serious resources, bro.
Yeah, and they have to really question the government, but then again, SouFlo, who I have to blame is the people that Jamaica who vote these incompetent people in.
And keep them there. And keep them there.
Exactly.
And keep them there regardless of how bad they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no matter how they want to hide SouFlo, we have to place the fire upon the people that keep incompetent people in their jobs.
Yeah. True, bro. We need to stop just blame the politician them, but blame the people who empower them and keep them there. Not true?
Yeah, because you have a constituency, for example, right? Where it's predominantly, let's say, labor rights, and there's a fire station there without a fire truck, and people are so deluded or they're just oblivious to the fact that, oh, well, the fire station doesn't have a fire truck. But, yeah, vote for them, but yeah, man, actually, no one comes to it. So, even if you're not a fire truck and knows about going down, now go vote in such manner because I'm done that. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm done that. Every time you come on, give me $5 grand and $10 man. You buy me around like, come on, people, like, what for the better as a people? I get me, I say,
True.
as a country, what for the better? And time after time, we've seen issues within the country, and it's like we just play a blind eye to it, you know? We can't have a country where a fire station have a fire truck or the fire truck now have water.
Absurd.
Come
Absurd.
on, man, what for the better? But that's the first time I blame with me blaze with bean, and then that's the second time I touch but I get my fire issue.
See it.
Yeah, but bless up still so
Manners
far.
and respect, my brother.
Happy New Year as well.
Same to you, and well said. Yeah, we're lacking some serious resources, man. In 2025 here, 2024, 2025, we are in that position where, you know, somebody said earlier, a burn unit. We don't even have a burn unit. If you're in Jamaica and you get caught, you get burnt really badly, God help you. And I hope your family have the resources to fly you out to foreign to go get treated, because we don't even have that on the island. Now, even more basic, a fire station will respond to a fire with we don't have water, or respond to a fire with we don't have a truck right now. And the people them still vote for whoever is in power at the time. I think these are basic things that anybody who is in a position of power would look at first and say, you know, if the people in house abandon, we need firefighters. Let's bolster our firefighting force. Let's say the firefighter them go through hell at Jamaica. One firefighter said they work 24/7, 365. I don't know how that is sustainable or even realistic. I would hate to have to do that. You know, you see one of them climb up on one thing the other day, threatened to take out himself. Live on the air with SouFLo, good morning. Live on the air with SouFLo, good morning. Do you have us on speaker or Bluetooth? Because if you do, you're not going to be coming through to us. You have to take away off of the gadgets and gadgets.
Yeah, man, bless it.
All right, the sound better now. We're there now. I'll go and talk to you now.
Happy New Year, my brother.
Same to you, family.
Uber driver from Florida.
Big up yourself.
Listen every day, brother. My concern is, there were 23-year-old son back home. Recently come to this plan, I put it in the paper right now. When you're a resident about 2 years ago. And all I want you to do is get a job and try help up himself. And go and build up himself while he's here, and you know the paper first thing to help up. And the youth are following young the man of the man.
Hold on, your call a break up. You're an Uber driver in Florida here, right?
See.
You get your paper straight here, you're good here, you file for your youth. You file for him. He's 23 years old. Who shot him? The Jamaica?
Yeah, man.
So he's 23 years old, he's in Jamaica.
See.
Where am I going with?
If they're in the jungle region, in the upper yard, you know what them call upper yard?
See.
Trenchtown there.
Yeah.
And I want to take him under my wings and him at the first to me. And would you believe me, sir? The youth start follow gang. If they're on him mother and his mother get work for him, every time him say I get a work, I will send money, you know, give him a jump start and say, all right then, because I want to the best thing to you. But I don't want him down there and now work and now help himself. And would you believe me, sir? Like the youth, like him and the coke or something, because I send him to my father and he run through my father in a no time. I disrespect my father is a no-nonsense man. And my father, I send him back and my mother. My mother take him, and him go to my mother, and him disrespect my mother, and hoping my sister them face and all them made and my mother. I could tell him so I could go back out.
You have to leave.
Yeah, and go back at home, and I go back and feed me, I don't know. Me say, me day a man I call my phone, I tell me say, You youth want good youth and all them with it. Imagine you get a call, say, from a stranger when I know you. I gotta tell you, say, your son is a good son. The son run out and leave a people yard, make people get up and walk over him. See, and I'm here trying to talk to him. We cannot get a good conversation from him because when I call, it's like a pay money visit to my deal. I want to see the best stream, but guess what? He like him no want the best stream himself. Him no want to work.
May I go ask you two important questions? Why you follow me?
True.
One, you raise him?
Partially.
When you say partially, what you mean?
Well, when in the early stage, when we always constantly in him life, but we never live with him mother because we couldn't do it.
So you weren't around?
At
what age group were you around? You have to be real with the conversation because this I got somewhere. May I open your eyes to something? At what age were you around or started being around him?
You know, so from born to come America.
You're there around him?
Yeah, man.
So you left and come America when him are how old?
My boy.
When you left yard to come America, how old was he?
Still at got school. Just started high school.
12, 13, 14.
Yeah, about them time.
Okay. Critical moments.
Just started high school.
This is where that's a critical moment. And I'm at 23 now. So you have not seen him since him about them 13, 14 till him at 23 now, correct?
Correct, but we still talk FaceTime on him.
That no do nothing, Papa. Yeah, in my 23, bro.
Yeah.
One of the hardest thing for parents to have to do, I not tell you let go of your youth, but one of the hardest things for parents have to do is to loosen the reins. I hate to say it, but you have to go loosen the reins. Because you can't do nothing from which part you're there. Unless you plan on flying into Jamaica and being in his face, ain't nothing else you can do. He might go be him. He's 23. You remember when he did that 23?
Yeah.
When me that 23, nobody couldn't tell me nothing on me. This swear to me know everything about life. Well, he's there. He's there. The call cut off. Yeah, he's there. So live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Sorry, man, the call again.
Yeah, the call cut off. And now your call is silent.
No, I'm not here.
Yeah, hear me. Me not hear you though. Something not going on with your phone. Fix up now. Yeah, so what I say, bro, is if you want to go straight to the problem, to the source of the problem, you have to go be straight into that youth face.
Yeah.
Like right there. I don't know, book a trip, go Jamaica, turn up in front time, something. See on the ground, but FaceTime and you're there foreign and him there, so that not gonna work. Because you're speculating a lot, right? You're speculating, I mean, I don't know if I'm take coke, you know, some start follow gang and all those things are huge, are bad. But if you're not around, then you have no influence over the situation, no control whatsoever. You're just a man who talk from a great distance. Yeah, especially now that he's 23. Right, 23 in a Jamaica age are big people that you know. Because Jamaica in a mash road when them are 16 and 15 and 17 them age there. So when them reach 23, them grown. So unless you got the inner him face and try to sit him down and say, bro, listen, my father, I want the best for you. I tell you, this ABC, you have to go pull up on him and show him in our reasoning. And if you can't do that, you probably can't save the situation.
You hear me?
Yeah. Get to it, bro. And don't waste time neither.
You know when they come in and finish the most, you have to go there for the play. You understand?
Yeah, man. We know that part there. We know that part there.
So the fly down there and certain little thing
couldn't go on before. Yeah, me over the whole thing.
But that not say because you the man still you did in the army, you know the thing the way you're not there at the house.
Yeah.
See, and like I said, we don't know the thing, but so we try to go on and see him, but him still on him own operate as a man. I try to turn the leaf around to say, all right then, him turn to come here. Come in, want nobody come here come give me a problem, man.
Boy, that's a go. You can't prevent that, bro.
Yes.
You can't prevent that. Your son has been in survival mode. Rash Jada says I'm very low. Is there anybody else in the audience who thinks my audio is very low, like you can't hear me? Please say it in the comment section so we can fix up before we go any further.
Come up here. Yeah.
Everybody else has said me good.
Yeah, good, yeah.
Listen what me I say. Listen me good. You can't prevent that. Your son mind state is probably in a survival mode and has been there for quite some time. When you take him at 23, 24, bring him come a foreign, you pick up every problem where him have with himself come a foreign until all that stuff process out of him. So you're gonna have to create an environment for him when he comes here to be able to, that's conducive to him becoming a better person. You know what I say?
Sure.
Yeah, you have to go hold him close and you have to go try your best with reasoning. Nobody have no attitude too much. Try patience more than anything else. Understand that you weren't there for a great number of formative years and you have to go compensate and overcompensate to in some situations for that. Are you to know?
Yeah.
And you say you want the best for him. So you have to go tuck your pride and come in Jamaican, how the whole way Jamaican parents stay. Hey boy, how we all look on so? I mean, you talk to so you can't talk to you have to go. Sometimes you have to go let some of that slide and check him back on a different moment and say, listen, man, I appreciate how you that talked to me earlier, and that's not how we do it here. And I wish I could have just did it with you to guide you, bro. But the biggest thing is you have to go get him. You have to go face him, face to face with him.
And the thing is, you never see me and smoke a cigarette or a drink, and I do something like that.
Him never see you do it, but I them something that him do.
Yeah.
But you're not hear me, you never did that from the youth at 12, 13, him at 23. What you expect? What you expect?
Then still find out.
Yeah, that's typical. That's typical. My youth them there so and them are 16 and 15 and the other night them pushed to a vehicle down the driveway and drive off in the middle of the night, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Them do what them do. But you have to be there. Can you see with me now? You see one time my mother called me at 2 o'clock in the morning and she said, you have to come to my house right now. I'm panicking because I'm like, what happened? And she's like, your son just snuck out of the house and I went in his room and he's not here. I say less. Jump out of my bed, jump in my truck, reach them yard, right? You're not there to do all that. Imagine if I'm not there to do all that. My son would just think sneaking out all the time becomes the norm because him have a way to do it when mother can't catch him. And he don't have no daddy there to say, hey boy, do this again and see what I'm to you. Or I'll take away your truck at least. And him no want to lose him truck or something. So you're not dead there.
I'm the thing in himself, bro. In the reason from social media and say, boy, daddy want rare. And you see, as soon as we get the money, it's like the man from food. And when you get the money, like you don't want to work again, you just want drink and bra for them friend them. And when the money done, now when I come back, I go to him mother or run come to me. I mean, I say, you even work and I take the work. You get good work, you know. I separate than the place, you know, but in my joke out the thing.
You try instill things that you can't instill now, bro. And that's my honest answer to you. You're trying to instill good work ethics and change of mind, and you're not there to reinforce that or to enforce that, so you can't. Him set a certain way already.
True.
And it's going to take a while for him to set differently. So them thing the way I talk about when I do, him get the little money when you send the money, him no want to go work again, him want to drink and broth and chill with him friend them. You know one thing I noticed about Jamaica too? Are we alone there foreign work and stress out ourselves like we do? Because nobody in Jamaica now run down work like how we there foreign run down work. So when you try to implement, when you try to give them your work ethic about, yes, get up and go get it. Yeah, the man them want to go kick up on that tree, brother, crush out some grabber and burn a nice flip and relax and enjoy life. You're trying to instill something that you are not there to enforce. You have to go wait till your son reach months you, where you can actually have some level of control over that. Or, or influence, rather. See?
No,
don't do that. Don't do that, because yours. But be ready for the challenges, though.
No.
All right. You're ready for your challenges?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not ready.
And make sure say don't come to no fisticuffs here, sir.
No, man.
All right.
Bless up.
Bless up. Manners and respect. Yeah. Boy, I commend that caller, because his son is 23. Most man me know when you reach 23, a big man, you turn big man. Me done go on where you go. You want to smoke and drink and chill out to the friend and bro for your business that. Don't call me for no money neither. Go look work. Done. That's easy to say now, because that child is not a child. So for the fact that he is still concerned about his child at 23, he probably have some guilt going on too that he's not willing to say. But I can see it, because you left the youth one time, the youth are 12, 13. I know him at 23, I try catch up on and instill this from a distance, you know. And like he said, man have to do what them have to do, sort themselves out. So he was at a place at a time where, you know, man couldn't travel. You don't know that go already, the immigration thing. And then you straighten up yourself, and the first thing on your mind is get your youth out of which part in there, because it's not nowhere good. But I'm at 23 now, and it took you 10 years or so. 23 is a big man in Jamaica. Yes, Val Campbell, big man in Jamaica. No man shop him go to Jamaica and go see him 23-year-old with a 45-year-old woman. Yeah, because the big woman in Jamaica love a little boy them. But we're not going to talk about that right now still. Why? Anyhow, sometimes you have to lose them to win them. True. Sometimes you have to lose them to win them. But me don't want to lose none of mine them to the point where me can't get them back. So it's a delicate line that you straddle and try to deal with things. Because, you know, the way how we were raised, right? As Miss Ruby and Mas Cleavy stand over me right here, so today, the way how we were raised, I can't do half of them things there with my children there. So I have to recondition myself altogether as a person. Sometimes my daughter says something and I really want to fly down upon her like any mad hawk, and I can't do it. Sometimes my son says something and I want to grab him in his throat, and I can't do it. You have to find a different way to deal with them. You know, so this generation is like the most sensitive, insecure, yet disrespectful / them have everything most depressed, and they have everything at their fingertips. They have everything at their fingertips. We never have none of them something there. What them have today. I told my kids, I said, yo, if them soft, them super soft. Them super soft. You remember what them used to call it when them thump you in our back? It's a bitch lick you get, you know. When them thump you in your back, you know, and that thump the echo through your whole body, not true. When them used to thump you in your back and the echo through your whole body, one big cuff in your back. And you and go around just go. Them lick the way when them lick you cry 2 minutes later because you're in a freeze mode first. One boof and you have to all them big boof that you get, we can't even do that to them. Them pick near a computer in a them hand. Everybody have phone, them have a computer in a them hand. Them can look up a solution to every single problem. They're not using any of it. Them depressed all the time, them soft. You have to learn how to talk to them. You can't say this because words are like getting hit with rocks and cut with blades. And who did care when them are raised we? But words hit like rocks and cut like blades. It's ball around there, ball. Don't make me come around there and give you something for cry for, you know. Shit, you already gave me something to cry for. That's why I was crying, but me understand. So you want me done cry. Not true. Not true. Yeah, what? Me done cry. Also, that wasn't it. Me no want no more. Yeah, one of them big boof there. Can't do that to them. Them sensitive, them super sensitive. It doesn't matter where in the world they're at. Whether them they are Jamaica or them they are the US or the same group of people, them are they're being raised the same way, them kind of conditioned the same way globally, you know, different set. To tell you the truth, we never had a great relationship up till now. Those missed years is a big deal. Super big deal. Super big deal. If you weren't there for the formative years of a youth, just know that your influence is minimal. Your influence is minimal to the person that they are now or the person that they're trying to be. You know, if you weren't there for those formative years, them say your core personality forms between, I think, is like birth and 7, 8 years old, and that the caring, loving, respectful kind of person at the core. But then changes come about. Anything after that, 11, 12, even in a Rasta yard, the Rasta them send, well, I know the Nyabingi them, then we have the youth them with the woman and a family unit. After that boy they reach 12 years old, him go over with the man them there. Yeah, he's with the men. After him hit 12, him not hang around house no more with mommy and him sister them and grandma. Him not there over the woman yard. Him hang around with the man them. And there's a reason for that. You know what I'm saying? So if you haven't been there for those formative years from 12 to 20, you don't have much influence over what a youth they deal with or where my go or where my try be or nothing. You're gonna have to get in his face. And it's not gonna be comfortable. Cause I tell you right now, same big mind self are gonna take over. And him are gonna challenge you. And I hope you don't let your ego and your pride answer back. Because that's easy to do. Hey boy, who you talk to? Me or your father, you know, and me bring you come here, you can't talk to me. So yeah, that then the two are no fight. Then the next easiest thing to do is what? I think there's a therapist that calls in here every now and then. She has a PhD in her field. And every time she calls in, she slammed the nail on the head. I think that case could easily turn into pack your things and left my house. And your youth say, well, that me do. And now here's the youth that you brought from Jamaica. Think you can't come up and come give him a better life. You want him kick off, pack your things and left my house, and he's out on the streets in the US. With far more things to get into. Yeah. I wish that father all the luck, man. I wish him all the best. And I hope it all goes well for him and his child. I love to see a father trying, you know, not just give up. So, Kaz Robinson says, SouFlo, sometimes it's the mother cause problems in fatherless. Part-time fathers have no say. That's true. Let me tell you something. I remember being in the army and me I go out and they would keep us 6 months here, 3 months there. Every time I came back, my son was doing something different. I remember my son's mother went through a phase where she one time literally tell me, say, you don't have no say because you're not the one that's here with him every day. And I thought, wow. Now, I don't want to speak about her because we were all young and growing and these things. And I'm sure I made my mistakes just like she did, right? And mishandled the situation just like she did. I'm just looking back in hindsight now as a grown person or a more mature individual. But at the time I was angry because I thought to myself, look at the sacrifice I'm making so you can live nice. And you don't respect me enough. You know who respect you want to see a woman, you want to see women that respect a man? Check Bob Marley and all I'm picking them mother. And no, it's not one woman, a whole heap of different woman. Check Bob Marley and all I'm picking them mother. The whole of them woman they respect Bob Marley to the ground when him walk on. Why? because they made sure that his children grew up in the way in which their father set forth for them to be raised in. Don't you see their path? Somebody had to keep them on that path. Bob wasn't around to do it. And their mother never influenced them with anything else outside of that and try to steer. You know, some women will be like, I hate him, I can't stand him. Come over all them other woman there, and me, I did the first wife, and the boy diss me. Me don't want me picnic for have nothing to do with him. So she over here, so I encourage him to be firefighter. She want him to go into the army. She want to turn him in at this, that, and the other. And she encourage him to do anything else other than what his daddy said. Look for Bob, picnic them. Every woman Bob have picnic with, respect Bob Marley to the ground when walk by. That's all I'm saying. Big example. So yeah, if the mother, if me not get the new phone yet, and the phone act funny, there's something stuck on the screen that I can't get off. If the mother is not going to be like, your dad would not want you doing that, stop, blah blah, then you're out of the picture. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo.
Family, what go on?
Happy New Year, SouFLo. We made it to 2025.
Yes, yes, yes. God bless. We made it.
Yeah, when you say that coming out in New Year, you could have left your old phone when I was here.
Me can't hear you good, man, but I told me just come back from Jamaica. I'm not buy the new phone yet.
Oh, okay.
Could have left my old phone in that.
Make sure the year start off good, you know? Because I'll be a manga and I over Professor Chris, you know? When God got good, and when you ready people else to me.
Yes, 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 indeed, indeed.
The not solo coming out, we know that.
True.
The not that. You coming out, you know, well prepared for the new year.
We're glad to be here, and we're thankful.
Yeah, man, I think we are, man.
Yeah, one friend of foreign named Wayne.
Yeah. So you alright, SouFLo?
Yes, man, me alright, man. You.
So you mean to say you go back? I mean, you told me to come here about you mean to say you go back Jamaica and then to take your good and take me. I say, oh, we don't make it Jamaica.
Me dey busy all up and down the place. You know that go already.
So you be the foreigner when you come here, you're still busy.
Yeah, I saw it go though. I saw it go.
So you get to go to show?
Yes, me dey go, man.
You too lie, you know, send me too?
No, man, me did the show, man.
No, me ain't show. Me did the one show on TikTok on YouTube.
Your name, oh, all right. But you enjoy it though.
Yeah, me enjoy it, man. You may enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because some of them cut me hair and kiss my teeth, but me enjoy it.
All right. Well, big up yourself, same way, and thank you for calling. Yeah.
Yes, man, and big up yourself, SouFLo. I love you.
All right, manners and respect my family.
You're not a picture of me,
not this morning.
No. Okay, well, I love you, Marley, and I perfectly know. So, for me, know you live on TikTok, please, together, one YouTube, and it's me, follow me. YouTube,
all right. Manners here.
Yes, you man, tell also baby girl and big girl, and all my girls.
Will do.
Blessing.
All right. All right, so she said you couldn't left your phone, the old phone in a 2024. Boy, you mean to say you can't the old phone coming at 2020 if you couldn't left it in that? But just reach back and I'm buy the new phone yet. The woman that gave the rhyme, non-stand got to be cause so many unnecessary problems. Let's see if we can answer this one. Some stuff on the screen. Stay informed. What? Okay, here we go. Yeah, not showing up. So here we are. Okay, boom. Come on the phone. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning. Hello. Morning, brother. How are you doing?
Mm-hmm. Oh, doing fine. All the best for the 2025.
Yes.
Progress, prosperity, and conscious thought. Higher level of meditation.
Indeed.
Touch a topic fast.
Mm-hmm.
There's a way how certain countries react to disaster. Well, there's a small fire which killed the children over the past few days.
Mm-hmm.
I know that in places like in France, Germany, in America, how they reacted to the previous, let's say the Oklahoma guy or the 9/11 and thing.
Mm-hmm.
They put plans in place that for every city in the US, they can lock it down. Every town they can lock it down if they want to. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So the same thing applies to Jamaica. Our place smaller than America, one. Two, the same thing applies to fire. One of your previous caller mentioned that we didn't have enough firefighters among other things, infrastructural problem. Yes, because we have voted for the wrong people. It doesn't matter who we put in a place. If we the people from the diaspora, come in and put through input, the professional input in the game. We don't criticize, we are trying to put through constructive criticism, put it away there.
Those of us who have left.
Make some constructive. Look at I hear you make suggestions and stuff, bro. You make so much suggestion, but the people are listening, but they're not doing it. So the next thing we come to firefighting in Jamaica, we will have no infrastructural program when it comes to water management. Jamaica have no water problem. They call it what? Jamaica, land of food and water.
Right.
So we contradict the name of the country when we have a water problem. But we have the water management problem. Now, since we don't go political, but the last guy who did something real big was Michael Marley. With the Hermitage Dam and then assistance from Cuba and the whole ship went down. Right. But what happens is that we're in a process of going one step forward and 2 or 3 steps backward, because if a PNP start a project, the JLP don't want to continue. If the JLP start a project, the PNP don't want to continue. We have to start at flat and find a finger for them type of things. I'm saying that to say this. If we want to help with people in Jamaica, even we out in the diaspora, if we want to turn things in Jamaica, government make it difficult. More send beds and more send wheelchairs to Jamaica for years. And it caused so much problems. I carried some of them personally, and we come with friends, and then carried, a 100 pound in charge of the airport, and I give them the carrot meat, so we make it more difficult. There are people in Jamaica who want to suffer. You know why they want to suffer? Because if we have a criminal problem, then you can get money from the European Union and fight it, but it's not being fought, but my big more villa and man and their wife have trucking company, and the trucking company that take the whole job from all the truckers in Jamaica. Everything is a reason why we have to suffer. Right? It's happening in Ghana, but I get your idea. Jamaica, I love Jamaica, bad.
Right.
And that's where we come from. But we not make them take it from it. So if we make the people feel as if they are dispossessed and they are not a part of the process, or you don't feel any form of ownership, and then what you call it, you don't see no sense of belonging, you see all them sitting there, it demotivate. And we have to be careful. Don't make them something that demotivate with. We have to make sure that we tell the government what to do. So we need, it's like we have to have youth clubs back in the days. You can have police youth club and so they can't do it nowadays. They have a police youth club and me go down there. Them to me a police farmer. So get a fireman youth club and make the fireman and start training young firefighters, volunteers, because there are people traumatized from firefighting and want to come back home to the society. You see? But there's no way to it. So we call it social intervention start with we. So we as a people are supposed to write in our community level thing. We depend on government for everything. We can't go there patch the road, more spend money, but we don't know who win.
Well, on the
patch a road and I say, even though the road is bad.
Yeah, watch this. Did you see the video the other day where the youth mix up cement and patch off a certain place of road, and them came around and tell the youth that them better dig that back. Them better dig that back out.
Right, it's a method to the madness. And the more that we understand that, you understand me?
Yeah.
So we understand them things, it's better for we as a people. Then we don't get frustrated. You understand me?
Wow.
No, right now, I'm a studio right now in Jamaica. I'm trying to tell you that the studio is to help people. But the people don't want to help you, some people don't want me to help them. So once the Jamaican artist, then please, if Cartel and Mavado take the example for we, and we saw Trump and Obama recently whispering on the one in a year, it's full time that we other people understand the game. There's a game going on, the average thinker can't understand it. And it mess up people's mind. When we chop off your head for them two people, at the end of the day, we see them keep up their mind and then we're okay. So my point is, as a musician, I would love to help musicians in Jamaica. That's why I'm in the studio Africa, I build a music school on me. Right. And make sure they say the studio in Jamaica, they force me to go home. Because there's something I learned after 30 years in Europe is if you know much from Jamaica, you know but yet. Right. The whole world know me and Jamaican people don't know me. And my son pointed out all those things to me. I said, all right, you know, come on Europe and do something. You stay at Jamaica and do it the right way, but we're going to get the infrastructure for doing it. And he said that he want to help some people, but right now the fight is so much. What makes us bad mind? And they probably look on him like him as some kind of don of an area or trying to be labeled. Exactly. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So what I'm doing now, in work at town and do it in a mobile, just to isolate a working atmosphere from what I'm really at. It's not giving people in a workplace don't even know I work in a corporate Jamaica, so they don't even know they're a musician. Because that's what I'm to do it, and I'm produce people secretly. Producer you can tell you, say, no, make a man know I'm me record it here. Because there are other people who want big money for it and they want to do it for free. And that's why if you want to come and create 30 institutions in Jamaica, the people who want to make money from those institutions feel like somebody are threatening business. But those businesses can't be threatened because the poor people can't afford it. And if the poor man's son can't come and get it done, then the rich guys shouldn't feel away, say, oh, go and get boss, I'm a gatekeeper. How did he get around me? Right. How did that one get through? Right. That's what Vice Cartel went through. Right. Like, I don't know Vice Cartel, but I do make aware of the case. Right. That makes private interest. Right? So they say, oh, you know something go on, it's a repeat, it's a process. Over 60. So I've seen the process before. You know, so right now, time to wake up. There's a fight, we kill the messenger, and we always are trying to nip some things in the bud, which is a progress for the future. If somebody nip Bob man in the bud, it won't reach the party ring. So much use one nipping at the bud. Yeah. That part. You know, and there's one thing I want to add to shut a wall now. I have to really dig him up. Why? There's certain things which were not understood. And I want to explain culturally because there's a cultural disconnect. Because I'm like an interface. I'm sitting between the students, right? The ladies are Ghana. So when he came to Jamaica, you sing go down on his knee. Right. The vibe started. What Five started should have done when he was finished with his statement was to use his right hand and touch him on his shoulder. It's the uttermost respect which a West African can show you. But most people think it was exaggerated. No. It's a cultural custom. He was giving. Kneeling before a king. But Nana, exactly, it's reserved for Nana. So that's why a lot of people didn't really understand what was being done because we have disconnected so much with the continent that we misunderstand things which were meant positively are then interpreted wrongly. You remember telling you about the libation pouring? And we said the first one is for the most high. You know what I mean? Right. So you can't say me I pour the one from my friend. No, there are other things. There are some protocols. Right. So I respect them for that, you know, and believe me, that's what we're becoming a foreign country and talk about integrating the foreign culture. We want to know more about the continent, and continent needs to know more about us. And I think those two pioneers or those two ambassadors, they are doing a wonderful job because they're connecting the younger people. Right. Younger people are the conservative, we call it prima donna and holier than thou thing. The different thing, and to connect these youth now, they'll be doing trade and commerce in a few years. The whole world is connected now. Right. I want to see somebody Ghana take this idea right now and start send share butter to Jamaica. 100% metal what the one we use and cook and eat. That's the one where they extract this and that and add something to it. Mix the one you get America, you can eat it. When I go Ghana, share butter to cook with. Me not even know it's shea butter. Hold on, wait. I didn't know that you could eat shea butter. Not the one which they're giving you with about the raw thing. It's like the cocoa Jamaica. When we wake up in a rain, I come from school at Campbelltown, and my granny. Used to go visit my granny. And we wake up and come home and cold. And cross Campbelltown Bridge. And granny said, come boy and rub on towel and palanga water and use some hot chocolate tea. On top of it, there's an oil on top of it. Right. Now when you come to Europe, they extract that oil and it's called cocoa butter and it's now in your cream.
Right.
So when my kids realize that I'm a banana, I'm gonna drink cocoa, they say, Daddy, why you don't do that? You're Jamaican. I say, no, because that is just the garbage. You know? So what we get in America is not real cocoa. The real cocoa on the chart is the greater will end up banana too.
See.
When you have that the cocoa hot, when you put it in your mouth, you burn up your lip. But because there's a thing in German they call it the Reinheitsgebot, which is a standard of the Bureau of Standards, where they extract a certain amount of fat because they want the people too fat. So there's only a certain amount of fat in the chocolate. So you get better chocolate in Denmark or in Switzerland. So Germany has a certain amount for everything where people can consume.
Right.
Jamaica everything by your China can't buy it to me.
Very true.
But you can't in Germany. You know, I'm saying that to say this. We don't like somebody grab the idea because I believe in a commerce and trade. And I believe that a lot of things are being hidden in Africa from us Jamaicans, and there's a reason why we were taken from there. And Africa is awaiting its creators, and as soon as we can start wanting to go and just go there and go do music. Wanting to have big cultural exchange. We don't want to see artists and just go there and get land and something. We want to start with the cultural exchange. That means say a Ghanaian can earn US dollars, or like some girl send me some products from Ghana and sell it in Europe and send them back Europe. So they earn raw Europe. One time a year, I go down there and try to go get them. One time a year, I try them money go get them. What me not change and send him over the telephone because we don't give them the local currency and get rid of them.
Right.
So we want to build up. So we just keep my identity secret because there's just so much people wanting the people, but we don't want it. I'm going to play in land next month.
Got you, bro. Got you, bro.
Right. When in your backyard, you know, Jamaica enjoy the show. And my mother said, no have SouFLo head because if anything happens, then I put foot down and him here for a card. All right, mama, no worries. We put our pocket money good. So.
Mother's not respect my brother.
Right.
As always.
All right, bye. Bye.
All right. Yeah, like him said, keep his identity quiet though, which I will. This color cocoa and shade different once we buy it in the homeland for real. I didn't know that you could cook with shea butter oil or eat it. I thought shea butter was when me I get over here, so when you rub by your skin. But if you're gonna read the ingredients, it makes it not edible. So okay, we learn things as we grow. You learn something new every day. And that's why it's important to connect, right? Right. Live on the air with SouFLo, good morning.
That's a SouFLo, morning.
I'm there, fam, what going
on? Just a tune into the live of here, y'all talk about the Shoutout wheel.
Shoutout wheel.
We are right, are we in name, man? You want the 2 Lakhs video?
No, sir. I don't watch other people cause big up to 2 Lakhs though, I'm a brother, but I don't watch other people cause I don't want the them things seep into my speech and then me start to something where other people can say. Yeah, but it's something where I stay true to still, you know? So I know out of disrespect, I just don't watch.
Well, if it wasn't the 2 Lakhs black, would I ignorant to this right as a brother? The man sure the other boy that used to get to the view that for me that you're the Twitter. Laugh your friend. Him show a video in Shoutouts. And I say I shot a whale in for name at the right name him up. Because him show a video with Shoutouts a kiss a brother. Big mouth kiss. And if that one was Photoshop, yeah, my next footage where I show Shoutouts and him must him virgin or him brother. I look for him and like him and say, which one to kiss him? On him mouth or on him chest? He not say that, you know. But that look for him face, I say. And hug up the old round his shoulder and do some big wet kiss on the man's chest. So Shoutouts is a youth to advocate for freedom. He have some LGBT vibes about him, bro. So everybody to be free and rare.
My wife did that discuss this the other night. You see? Okay, so this discussion that came about with me and my wife last night, and we lay down there pillow talk before sleep. We are talking about how Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all these, since Trump win the election, all those things have been changing, right? And Mark Zuckerberg recently put out that Facebook will be going back to where you can now call LGBTQ people sick, mentally ill, and whatever else you want to call them, As in,
lift up a level of censorship. You hear about it?
Right, it lift up a level of censorship, right? And what I saw was there were a lot of Jamaicans in the comment section saying, yes, a full time the fish them go back and see. Yeah, real man take over now. Big up to Trump. So a real man take over now. So we can tell them pussy, I say them dirty and nasty and blah, blah, blah. Me now, as an individual, I am more concerned about this. I said to wifey last night, I said, I have never understood why people who consider themselves straight even care what person of that community is called. Because for me, I've never, them not in my thoughts or my conversation. So me don't know how, like, what to address them as. What is more pressing for me is this, which I didn't see not one person mention. Them can use monkeys and bananas, monkeys with bananas and other names now towards me and people of my kind. But we make that pathway and we are going to get the disrespect and take the disrespect while supporting a platform who is going to enable that disrespect because we're so concerned about who are fish and who are whale and who are not Wally him name a whale him name man. Kind kiss man. Or, bro, we have more important things to talk about here, man. We have more.
Can't come off of Facebook, you know. I make Zuckerberg go suck for woman. But
that's another thing. The thing is, Facebook is there, and if certain things are allowed, then it will go forward. So it's not a matter of come off of, because when you come off of that, you have to come off of everything else, and what ends up happening is you get chased out of the room and chased out of the building. You see what I say? So no respect no in the building for you, no respect no in the room for you. You get chased out of the room and the building. You have to turn up in the room and the building and say, yo, me understand the importance of this building. Great commerce takes place in this building and me want to be a part of the commerce there. But you can't disrespect me or allow me to be disrespected in that building, yeah. So when we are laugh after them, because them are going to get called name too, and at the same time, them slip it through, say people can use monkeys when them talk to we now, and use banana with the monkeys when them talk to we now, and call with the N-word all out now, and all these kind of things. And we can't report that no more and expect them to flag that account that we do that and all that. You understand? So we now look at the more important things. What is important to me is that, not whether LGBTQ something they are doing for them something. Me and them knowing nothing. Me no want to hear nothing about them. Me and no conversation. They're not in my daily thoughts and my going about of the day. Any day. So we need to more focus on them something there.
So, but, you know what I say? Over that part there, but how you feel about that man like Shatta? We don't know.
Me don't feel no way about him.
But one other man, he man in the pan, now. We not accept that within our culture so far. Man no kiss man.
All right, remember me tell you this, right? Have you vetted the video? So I can't speak on the video. I cannot speak on it because I have not vetted it. But have you vetted the video yourself?
The picture with 2 lakh show. I can't prove that one is Photoshop or what.
All right,
but
sir.
There's a video. There's a video.
All right. Have you vetted the video? Have you vetted the video?
From what I saw on the video, it appears to be Shatta Wale around a group of people. And then just all the vibes. I like this. He do it on a one love vibes kind of thing, like he must say, I'm a kissing brother still. But I don't know our style that. It look weird. It look shaky.
All right. Well, a couple of things happen here, bro. You say it's not our style that. He's not our.
But if another culture is involved in something that is borderline homosexual, bro, we don't have no business to accept that.
Brother, I don't accept. The world is open. Check this out, right? I deployed into this place in the Middle East one time, and when we got there, if me a big Jamaican, I say, yeah, man, in a certain things. Me see the man them wear will look like dress to me. A man walk down the street holding another man's hand. So when we first reached there, here we know, damn, they all gay. Cause they open with it. Cause they walk around holding each other's hand and then kiss each other. Man a kiss man pan both cheek pan them face and then something there. I was in that country for over a year on that deployment there. When we come out of that deployment, halfway through my deployment, we were educated. When the man them where you see are hold the next man them hand, that's how close the fathers were to their grown sons. So when him son big and old enough to have beard, we have great in it, him walk down the road and hold him daddy hand. And him father love him so much, them father hug them up still and kiss them up still. So who are we to take that now? Who are we to take? Hear what me say now? Who are we to take that now without the basic understanding of what that is? And say, boy, a homosexual something that we know in that and we know. Me don't know. Me don't know what Shatawale do. That's why I can't speak on it. And I didn't vet the video where you see. Because I've seen videos before that look. I did an example here before when me say me wake up one morning and me say Obama give a speech. And after the speech, President Obama fling down the microphone, him pick up the podium, him broke it up. And me I say, what the fuck? When this happened?
AI, remember that.
But this happened way before the craze of AI.
Yeah, I remember.
This happened way before the craze of AI though. That means that somebody already had access to AI technology and was already using it. And a lot of people believed that the video was real because it was that real. So that's why I'm asking, did you vet?
No, man, I know AI video, but it is more along the lines of what you just said. I feel them culture that, and in doing that no means them fuck, man. And that, it is more along the lines of that. But you don't look good. You don't look good, man.
Well, bro, that not nothing to do with me then, and when me I deal with. You know,
I want to know to tool that seven or the dog bow down in front of cartel. If not bring no respect, man, if your hormones are run up and down in your man, to shut down the hormones that go wild. Now show cartel no respect.
Two lakhs a do him do man. Lot of film thing and him have an audience for that. So that's yeah.
We know, man.
You don't know that go already.
But different is SouFLo, even though certain things are culturally different. You don't think you open up the door to shape the behavior?
Not if that's their culture and that's been their culture for thousands of years. And that them do and that them do. We have to understand, so we are not the world. We are a dot. You ever go to the beach and you look at the sun? You see how much sand there? We are one grain.
You know,
yeah.
It's very insignificant in the larger scheme of things.
Yeah, Jamaicans were like, we are the beach. You know?
Oh, you mean Jamaican?
Yeah, so nobody can tell me that because we are the beach. But in reality, we are one of the grain that stand them on the beach. We make up the beach, you know? But true, we're not with ourselves as Jamaicans, so we are the beach kind of thing.
Yeah, man, that's so fully narcissistic, no?
Yeah, but not say all that, bro. But we borderline that when it comes to confidence.
Yeah, man, it's natural.
Yeah,
Man. We're not try. I just always stay.
Yeah. True that, bro. Anyway, manners and respect, man. Big up yourself, same way. See it?
Yeah, man. Manners and respect, bro.
All right, my brother. Yeah. Manners. Yeah. Don't drop me in it. Like think me see Chatawale with one bag of bad man I want. No. Anyhow, no, not really. But culture is a big thing. You know what I'm saying? And different cultures do different things. That's just the way how things go. Different cultures are into different things. You might not be aware of what your culture is. And again, I started this video this morning by saying, if you tell me something, I'm going to ask you where you get it from. Remember I said that? Okay, and be prepared for me to ask you, did you vet your source? All right, perfect example. So what I don't know, I can't speak on. Who that? Santifa Hustle, big up yourself. Santifa Hustle says, I'm straight Gaza fan, but lately, I see the teacher move sideways. You're straight Gaza fan, but lately you see the teacher. Me not lie, I see some stuff for my question. But here what? Let's put it like this, right? Vybz Kartel went away, and I'm not going to speak long on this. I'm just going to give it a 60-second drop because I'm moving into my next topic. I want to be done by 10:30. Vybz Kartel put up so crap. Vybz Kartel went away and did 13 years in prison. Kind of like Buju Banton went away and did damn near a decade in prison in the US. Kind of like Buju Banton looking back in hindsight and saying, I recorded Bombay by at 19 years old, and had I known the future, like what the ramifications would have been or whatever, I would have never put that song out. Vybz Kartel realized that this world, this industry, because the industry is within the world, and the movers and the shakers, them flex a certain way. Kind of like this, right? I told y'all, so I work in the field of occupational therapy, and when I'm a part of a therapy staff, I can't go in there and just trade pat off for the whole day, you know. I'm in name so and so, I'm a therapist to them, and yeah, me a Jamaican. You ready? Come here, we're gonna. You know, I have to totally leave that side of me behind, and I have to gel and mesh into a therapy team. Now, I've been to facilities before where, again, last night me and wifey was talking, and I was like, a speech pathologist, the best speech pathologist I had ever worked alongside was a flamboyantly gay speech pathologist. And when he flipped into work mode and professional mode, you would have no clue. You see, when we're back in our secluded area as therapists and we're charting notes and everybody's sitting in a circle with them computer and you write out your notes and stuff, and everybody talk about what them do for the day or what they were doing last week or how your college years were you wild, whatever. Me hear some of the most grotesque friggin' stories. As a straight man, I would never want to hear them kind of details there. But majority of the therapy staff were female, and they're encouraging him to tell more of the stories. And you know, me have to listen to the cock up and broke back story them and stuff. And I would be a hypocrite to be like, I stood up in that, me turn up in the room and me make them know so them have to stop that. No, I mean no more of this and what. No, I didn't. I sat there, I charted my damn notes. Wow. Wow. Like, really? You? Oh, wow. And I'm getting my notes done so I could get up out of here, kind of thing. You have to be cohesive. So me working that closely with these individuals would be a hypocrite to now come out here and be like, yo, me no want there around certain people, can't there around me. Me no in on this and me no in on that, and we no accept this and accept that. The world don't work like that. There's levels to this and broader levels to this. And you're just going to have to learn to simply coexist. You understand? Them apparently not going nowhere. We not going nowhere. We going to have to learn to coexist. I don't let certain things bother me to the point where I even feel like I need to have a conversation about it. You know? You hear me just say? Me not make certain things bother me to the point where me even feel like me have to have a conversation about it. Me see Cartel them I promote the upcoming of the show the other day, Freedom Street, which by the way, I truly regret being that drunk to have missed. Because now I've been watching back all the footage. I was like, damn, I wish I was in the moment at the time. But I can still brag and say, yo, I was maybe red out at the show. Anyhow, there was a part where they had a bunch of girls on the bus. Me no beg friend from nobody. So me no business who like me or not. But I spoke about this before they did that. And then I saw him on the bus with them doing that. I've always said, if me say two men are grind up on each other, say a dance hall me go. And me say two men are grind up on each other. Me I go assume say, you know, them activities they are going over there. So the same way if I see two girls, one time me there at club and me hear them play Gauge, boom, boom, I mean, dung in you. I me see gyal kiss gyal and exchange tongue with gyal. Woman I go out to party with 5 girls in a group. Why after them start the Casamigos drinking and them tipsy and everything, how your hand end up a pat up your home girl pum pum like that. Yeah, girl, I slap up her body when she a whine and I fling it back. I look at it the same way, right? It's all shaky activity in my book. But yeah, what? Cartel up on the bus, me see the girl, me see one girl skin out, she turn upside down on her head, she open her leg them wide. So me see the other girl I rub our front so, and I pat it and I rub it so, and I pat it so. I mean, I say about the girl activities them there. And of course, he's right there and he's endorsing it, else he would have take for himself, right? But am I gonna come out here and make a whole conversation about it? Yo, the G move sideways, you know, because no, I understand the bigger picture and the way the world work and the magnitude of this show and everything. A lot of people who that feed them life, them buy them $10,000 ticket to come at the show and them kind of sitting there. But the girl, but I feel them think that. All me know say no man never turn me upon my head and I rub and pat my ball so yeah, I was in there in the environment. I saw what was happening. You know, I kind of tried to remove myself, but due to work conditions, I had to still be a part of the environment. But me not gonna make it into a big long story and something to talk about or whatever. We understand how the world runs, bro. Any one of us here living in the United States of America has worked around some very shaky people, and you had no choice but to work around these very shaky people just to get your paycheck. So don't act like you didn't. So when I tell people about, oh, so you do it for your paycheck. Yeah, you too. You do it for your paycheck too. And no difference. Him do it for his money, you do it for your paycheck too. One hour to wake up one morning and go tell your boss, say, I don't even want to work at this company no more. I think you should be fired. Because your shaky activities, me not in it, and I'm from Jamaica. I want you to do that and then come tell me what happened. Me I wait. You know, so them shaky and you still clock in to work every last day. And you do your time and you get your paycheck and you go about your business. Right? Right. So you're no different from everybody else. It's kind of like, what's her name? I did Pampute or Spice, one of them we did book for some kind of activities over in Canada the other day. And oh, me a burn out that girl there, you know, and that she bring come a dance hall, me a burn her out. She's an entertainer. People are pay her to come sing, entertain at a carnival that's going to have all kind of people there. The theme is a shaky theme. However, you know, think she have a whole heap of fans who pay for her music and buy her. When you hear them say, oh, she streamed 1.3 million times this song was streamed on Spotify this month. You know, think some shaky people pay for them stream that up. You think straight people pay for the stream them? These people, you have to understand which part your bread and butter come from here. And you better understand how your bread butter. And some people flip up and flop. And then that is it for them. Yeah. Photoshop is the advanced AI. Hey, I ain't speaking about Shatawale's situation. I don't know what he did. And I ain't talking about Tulaks and where him didn't have to say come and never watch it. Right? As long as you have a job lineup for me SouFlo, I will do it. Yo, wait there. Raddy's daughter says that would be the DJ from Gully. Now call no name. I saw. When government started laws to protect the fishy business, that's when the sea got empty. See, I'm blind like me and let them shake. We not in nothing with them. We not in nothing with you. We not in nothing with them. You know, people do them thing, man. We have to coexist on this earth here, so because the son of you we alone. And when the sooner you understand that, then the sooner you move on to other things. Let me close this segment out by saying this again, because them don't like me to say this. But I've always said it. I remember saying me first say it, and I'm the only Jamaican when they're on this type of platform that ever been brave enough to say this. Nobody promote Bati people more than Jamaican entertainers. I said it. Come take it off of me. Like my grandfather used to say, when me put on the lick there, you, Miss Ruby, go take it off of him. Go take it off of him. Grandma talk about, don't beat him so hard. My grandfather said, when me put on the lick there, you, Miss Ruby, go take it off of him. Only go take that off when me put this on. The biggest form of promotion is word of mouth and using your body as a billboard. Who brag more about all them gay designers than Jamaican them? We call themselves trait. If you were really that, you would never mention none of them something there. From you find out, say, yo, the people them will own Benz, lean, you know, dog, me not drive no blood clot Benz, me prefer go push a cart. From you find out, say, the man them will run BMW, at that, yo, me no want no Bimmer, a fish car, and you would have stuck to it. From you find out, say, Dolce and Gabbana, from you find out, say, Gucci, Fendi, Prada, from you find out, say, you wouldn't go write them in a song and brag about them and tell people, look how them look upon me. Watch how them look upon me now. And you wouldn't do that, right? So stop. Stop with the who are fish and who are no fish. We don't give up. We don't care. We don't, them no matter to me, because me no care. We have bigger, more important things where we need to talk about and issues that we need to tackle. Who want bend up, bend up. Who want fish, fish. I feel them business that. That's how we are going to left this. All right? We're going to move on to the next topic now, right away. The next topic now that we're moving on to, the next topic, I like to talk about the teacher that got brutally murdered in St. Mary, but only because she's on the headline, I'm going to give this 5 minutes. The St. Mary police are trying to establish a motive for the killing of a school teacher whose body was found with her throat slashed inside of her house on Post Road near Pear Tree Grove in the parish on Saturday. The deceased is 59-year-old Angella Hamilton, a teacher at Pear Tree Grove Primary and Infant School. The community is located on the border of St. Mary and St. Catherine, and reports are that they went there, and that's how they found her. The community attempts were made to contact the educator after she was last seen. She lives alone, but her phone number went unanswered. Some people who call themselves friends and family of hers decided to go do a wellness check, see if we're not hear from her. This is very unusual. So they went to our house shortly after 3 p.m. on Saturday, and one of Hamilton's friends went to her house where the door of the living room of the house was found wide open. They thought that was also suspicious because she's a kind of person that's super careful, being that she's a woman and lives alone. On entering the house, the friend reportedly found her body lying lifeless on the floor, and the police has since reported that she had several injuries, including a stab wound to her chest, and her throat was slashed, and all these other things. So this is how we're starting out the new year. Again, picking them a bun up in a fire, the woman them straight off the bat, stab up and throat cut up and all these kind of things. It's a new year, but a lot of things aren't going to change. I don't know the backstory to this, and I'm waiting to hear the backstory to this, as far as did she have a boyfriend, or was she seeing a man behind the scenes, or, you know, there was a story recently about a school teacher who, highly accomplished, lives with both parents still as a grown woman. Even the mom said, I don't even think my daughter lost her virginity yet. And we were having that discussion, and we're saying 28 and still a virgin. Me not buy that. But maybe she was so secretive and so respectful to her parents that her parents would think that she's still a virgin, right? She is highly accomplished education-wise, still at home with her parents, planning to buy her own house, saving our money in her profession, doing good. You know, one time we always tell people, say, if you're going to take a taxi, quickly use your phone and snap a couple things and send it to somebody while you're in the taxi or something. So you don't jump in a car with strange man because you don't know whatever. Well, the individual who took her away and murdered her and put her in a shallow grave is an individual who was her regular taxi driver. If she never see him, she more than likely would hardly ever go with anybody else. So when it happens like that, what can you say? This person was preing her from a long time ago. The mother said he tried to talk to her before because she and her daughter talk about everything. So one of them conversations there where she said to mommy, said, Mommy, you know, some Master Georgia look me. Yes, man, can pick me up every day now when him carry me, when him pick me up, carry me go work. He might talk about, you know, him want to talk about, oh, me and him should have there and these kind of things. And me I try to tell this man, say I'm not into anything like that. I'm focused on my career. That's along the lines of what her mom reported in the news, right? So they had an eye on him. And it turns out it was him. As far as this teacher is concerned, I don't know what could have caused this or how this turned out like this VR. I'm going to stay upon the story, and I'm pretty sure we will soon hear what the background is to this. It's not going to just go like that, right? Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFlo. How you doing?
I'm good, family. How you doing? Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year. Yes, Happy New Year. Question, because you frequent Jamaica way more than me, and I want to get your advice on this. How can we start a campaign or get the word out about a campaign to become, because the government's not going to do anything. The police are not going to do anything. People have to take their life and their power into their own hands, right?
I agree.
So we need to start a surveillance campaign. So even if it's, and I can help with the fundraising. I don't know if anybody interested, but even if it's like we fundraise to help Jamaican families, every Jamaican household has a camera. We make sure that every Jamaican house has camera footage, right? So they need to have a camera that uploads to the cloud. You understand what I'm saying? So is there an interest for that? And I don't know. I could start it. People can, but I don't have the level of connection to say, okay, how to get that out. You know what I'm saying? Because we have to do something.
I'm gonna give you a true story real quick.
Okay.
This is a salty area for me. So there was a time where I kept advocating for every Jamaican to put up a camera, right? Okay. I remember this one particular guy, he said to me, say, SouFlo, if we put up the camera, then shoot it down. I said to him, bro, every time I give you a solution to a problem, you come with why the solution can't work. All right. You know what he did? He went and put up a camera. True story. He went and put up a camera. He was confronted by men in his area. Yo, you better take down that Ross by tomorrow. He didn't take down the camera. They murdered him right there outside of his gates, like a little bit down from his gate, because he wouldn't take the camera down that I instructed him to put up. Yes. So ever since then, you haven't really heard me saying everybody can put up camera, because I'm a person, I'm in Jamaica underground for real. And I'm telling you that some communities, they are so far out there. I would have to really like explain to people how them community here run, because a lot of people weren't raised like this and don't have any clue that this is reality for a lot of our people.
Yeah.
Even in today. So us saying, yeah, put up a camera, everybody put up a camera, we have to be careful what we are doing.
But even it could be hidden camera.
I said that too. I remember saying all that. My exact words were, bro, there are cameras that could actually fit in a button on a t-shirt. Yeah. People don't have to see the camera where you put up. He went away, and I think it was about 2 weeks later, it came in the news that, and I identified him to be the same person. So ever since then, yeah, I took that personal to the point where ever since then I was like, you know what? The people that must know if them want to put up camera or not, or why them don't want to put up a camera or not. Here's the thing, right? If anything happens in a community, no matter how small your camera is, I will know where that footage comes from, because the camera is going to show where it's filming from, kind of thing. So either you are going to get it or your neighbor is going to get it. Because if it's not your house, it could be your neighbor's house. But one on over here, so have camera spy upon we. And that's the mentality of these killy in certain areas. Yeah. So, and it's sad. It's sad that it's that sad.
Yeah.
It's sad that it's that sad. It's that dangerous to even consider putting up cameras on your own personal property. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. I don't know what to say after that.
Yeah, my friend. Me too. I've been stuck for a long time. That's why you haven't heard me keep on mentioning over and over like I was before about everybody having a camera.
Right.
Right.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah, I took that one very personal. I feel like, say me, he kind of encouraged the man to go get himself killed. Cause he might tell me that things are going, me I tell him to put up camera then. And he might tell me about, you know, well, so I just don't even live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Greetings, my brother.
Manners and respecting, what go on?
Manners in the point. Boy, we're there, Jamaica, I go and blow it out, you know.
Oh, you still there, yard?
Yeah, man.
Go on now.
Alright, so my ear voice and reason just drop a tone, you see? And guess what? It works. Me do that for my community. Me and my community sit down and we work it out. But guess what happen now? It's not gonna work in some community unless the entire community buy into it.
Exactly.
The other issue is a lot of people don't know that when there's an issue with your feed, so how we do it as a community, we have a policy. Because here what happen now, you could as I want somebody go back or review the footage and see who come at your yard.
Right.
So the community itself have a policy to say, yo, we're gonna put in cameras, but if there's a certain incident, then what is gonna happen is that these people are gonna review it. And then the other part of it now is that a lot of people are not aware is that chain of custody is very important in those things.
Right.
So when the footage is to be handed over, then there's certain way, because if even I'm gonna give you a thing, simple thing, the time for your camera don't right.
See.
And an incident happen. You can't say at 10 o'clock it did happen, you know, because the thing on your camera say at 3 o'clock it did happen.
Exactly, yes.
And a lot of things. So that's one thing. I'm gonna wrap up by saying, well, it requires entire community to buy into this thing. In my community it works. In other community it may not.
Absolutely.
You see me, as a matter of fact, my community I ask for more cameras.
Same.
You see me? But everybody think that way there because it affects certain personal lifestyle. And then the other thing is that the cameras that people are buying don't provide the features. So your cameras must be able to block out over your neighbor because you're not supposed to film over your neighbor yard. You film the public areas. Yes, my brother. Well, don't hold it, that's because other people are on talk. You see me?
Manners and respect, my bro.
Blessings, my general. Go on.
Yes, that was Mervyn the Point Jamaica Kerr, and he's in Jamaica right now. Mervyn the Point Jamaica Kerr, I've given this floor before. I don't remember if he spoke on it, but like I said before, people have them things at Ayad, and we promoting all year long those who are close to us. So I should have said that while he was on the phone. Reach out, Mervyn, when you get a chance through the Gmail, and we can run a promo ad for you. You know where you have a guana yard. Yeah. Some people good enough. I want to see them good, them super good. But back to what he just said though, I'm glad he reiterated that because that's what I was trying, and I learned that. You know, you start out with a great idea, but then things happen will make you learn, say, okay, that could happen over here, but over there, so people were dead back at that. So watch who you're encouraging and emboldened to, because you might just encourage them to go dead. You know what I mean? You have to know how your community run, how your things set up, and what you can do. I mean, I'll tell you a point, no camera in a gunman face, you know you live in one of them places there, and then we murder your feet, because it happened. It's not that I'm thinking it could happen, it happened that way. All right, on to our last topic for the morning. As far as the teacher goes that ended up in that situation, we can speculate all day. Could be many and many things. We don't know is what. I saw somebody said they're getting a backstory that it was over some land dispute. We don't know yet. We'll stay close to the story, and you know I'll bet my sources, and I'll come to you with whatever update there is. The last story for this morning now is the MP who declares war on jacket. Jacket, for those of you who are not Jamaican, but you might be Caribbean and don't use the term jacket, is when a man gets a child that is not his. This has been a huge problem throughout the Caribbean diaspora, but it's even a bigger problem in the United States of America, which I know a lot of y'all, because some people are like, y'all always talk about what go on in Jamaica. Yes, call me a Jamaican. But talk about what go on foreign to SouFLo, you go on like say the woman them up there so don't do the same thing. So I did my little research this morning. My God. Do y'all know, pen and paper, do y'all know? Okay, so factual information, last year, 297,000 babies were born in the United States of America. 297,000. That's easy information to find from a government source. In last year and years prior, the numbers are sitting somewhere around there. Of these big numbers, just take 297,000, 30% are children who will go to the wrong dad. Now, if you should take 30% of 297,000, that would be 89,100 illegitimate children. 89,100 paternity fraud cases off of 1 year of births. All them picnic them know them daddy, them real daddy. Amid shocking claims that an entertainer, when I was leaving Jamaica yesterday, that was the running theme, an entertainer, a popular entertainer, and a sports person just found out that their children are not theirs. Of course, they didn't release the identity of the individuals. So today's Jamaica news, amid shocking claims that an entertainer and a sportsman last year found out that they are not the biological fathers of their children, they have been raising. A Jamaican lawmaker has vowed not to relent his pledge to make DNA testing mandatory at birth to determine paternity. The legislator, Heroy Clark, who represents St. James Central, said paternity fraud is a serious issue that needs to be addressed. He told the Jamaica Star, shout out to them, that he is currently fine-tuning a motion for tabling in the House of Representatives, and it should be there by next week, Tuesday. You know, we've been saying this for the longest, right? Why don't they make it mandatory that the baby is tested at birth? Paternity is done at birth. It would save so much going down the road. In the last edition of this, the DNA Paternity and Relationship Testing Company, which is 876 DNA, said that 47% of the men that it tested in 2024 in Jamaica were not the biological fathers of the children they had been raising. You hear me just say? The testing company is called 876 DNA. So we're not saying, John say, Keisha say, 40% of the man them will go test on one of them company there. The company released its information to the public along with its name and stands on its reputation. 876 DNA said 47% of the men that were tested in 2024 by their company, 47% were not the daddies of the children. That is super high. Clark himself says this is way too high. The article only confirms my motion that this is a situation that is very prevalent in Jamaica and that we need to do something about it. Clark, who is first introduced the proposal during 2021 State of Constituency debates, he told the news media house that he is not concerned about any possible backlash for his stance that DNA testing should be done at birth. The MP did not mince his words about the emotional fallout of paternity fraud, describing the deep scars that are left on families. Whether there is going to be a backlash or not, he said, it is really not a concern for me. What we need to do as a country is to do the right thing. And doing the right thing is what I am standing on. There are quite a number of persons who really want it to happen because we are seeing families who are now being broken up because of situations like these. There are men who build relationships with these children who are not the fathers of these children. Men who work their heart, soul, and everything else and give to these children, and these children are not their children. But it's under the guise that these are your children. It's trickery. And it's only when it has been taken to court, it is proven. And at that point, a family would have already been broken, he added. Now, I go over to the American side of things and I look, because you know them says SouFLo, it happened over there too, you know, more than you think. And here we are. SaversServices.org. Paternity fraud, news and commentary. Paternity fraud continues to be a devastating problem for some, but progress is being made. Now, this one was printed February 19th of 2024, and it was updated February 26th of 2024, where the information was released that paternity fraud refers to the misattribution by a mother of the identity of the child's father. Paternity fraud is a big problem in the United States of America as well. Some studies estimate that as many as 30% of births annually in the US are attributed to the wrong fathers, who is forced to pay years and years of child support for a child who is not his. The case revealed the extent in which some women will go to get that child support, knowing that you're not the daddy. Knowing you're not the daddy. There's people out here who are offing themselves because the pressures get so high. In states like the state of Florida, you miss your child support payment, they report you, they put up a pickup order on you. You didn't pay your child support payment, you're driving down the street, police pull you over, woo, woo, you're on the side of the road, you're not driving your vehicle anywhere. You're being handcuffed and you're being placed in jail. Your driver's license is suspended. You need your vehicle to go back and forth to work, right? Now you could see how this dilemma builds and how this can become a downward spiral for an individual. So, back to the simplest thing that we've been suggesting for years. Because I remember years ago I did a video, and on me say it came out in a study that says that Jamaica leads the Caribbean diaspora in jacket, as we call it, but it said paternal fraud. And I was like, Jamaica leads in paternal fraud? I had to go look up a bunch of stuff, you know, do a little research and find out, say, Jamaican woman fling more jacket than anybody else this side of the globe. Yeah, man, the same woman them we talk about the man them all the time, and how, you know, we galley and we run down skirt and we do this and we do that and we're not faithful and all that. Them same one on government record run this side of the globe hot, dashing jacket. They're known for giving babies to men that are not the fathers of those babies. And when I did it, of course, it was a few years back, so I get a whole heap of cussing for it. God suck your mother, boy. Somebody have you make Jamaica look bad, you know. You never have nothing good to say about Jamaica yet, you know. You know, say you're a bad boy. I can't tell you, not like woman, you know. I got all that. I got all that just discussing this topic right here. But one of the things we've maintained from day one is, why not just have a paternity test done at birth and make it mandatory at birth. That way, everybody know from out the gate that you're either the daddy or you're not the daddy. And you go about your business or you take care of your responsibilities. A or B. It's that simple. Who is complicating the process? But a whole heap of cussing me get feet, man. And it was mostly from women too, which, of course, I kind of gathered that them probably did dash out some picnic already where it's probably not for the man who's raising them. But through me, I talk about it now, me strike a nerve. So me must be some big Batman who chat too much. I mean, I like woman. I mean, I try to make Jamaica look bad. Oh, boy. Listen to me. Ladies, the man them deserve to know who them picnic is. And I know you think Dirtyfoot John John does it better, but Mr. Marcus is such a square. He's not your type. But John John deserve to know, say, I feel him picnic them there. Don't let Mr. Marcus raise that man's children and assume responsibility of Dirtyfoot Marcus picnic them. Make Marcus go better himself, go find work, go become what it is he needs to become. Take care of him, picnic them. But at the end of the day, every child deserves to know who their father is. Whether it's the bum that you laid down for, or it's the good guy that you laid down for. I know it's going to look shameful upon someone, and you don't want a record of that. But you think about the long run, the long term. Growing up never knowing who your real daddy is. Not even knowing that you don't know who your real daddy is. Because you grew up thinking that this man right there saw your father and it's not. The wickedness of this man thinking that's his child and is not. There are things out here that a man would do for his child that he's not required to do for anybody else and shouldn't and probably wouldn't. Me not jump in front of no bullet for other people. If it's one of my kids, I'll probably take the bullet. You know what I mean? Me not working no 2 jobs to help no woman raise no other man picnic. But if times get hard and it come to that for me, for mines, I have no shame in my game. You will catch me at Burger King and at Walmart and at Taco Bell and at wherever I could get employment. But I shouldn't be subjecting myself to these things to help raise some man picnic, thinking that that child is mine. So we're going to do better starting 2025, yeah? And for the one them who already that horse has gone through the gate, stop waiting to tell the man. Me know it, I got broke up your comfortable life, your nice life. Stop waiting to tell him that that's not his. Stop waiting to tell him, say, you did take the little trip go to Jamaica and I one of the yang boy them. Yeah, and around at the banana piece, under the coffee tree, and then you come back and fling it for him. Stop waiting, because the child needs to know who their father is. I saw we are going to end this one this morning. How do, wait there, Nan says, how do women place herself in a situation where paternity of a rattle? Paternity of a raffle? Easy. Sisters, if this don't apply to you, don't reply. I'm going to throw that, I'm going to fling one big rock stone in a hog pen right now. If you never lick it, don't squeal out. Go back to that Jerry Springer episode where the woman brought one man first, swear God, Jesus off of the cross of crucifixion, said a him, and it wasn't. She said, okay, then it's all good. I don't care, because I know who the baby daddy is, who the real daddy is. She showed up again at Jerry Springer with who she think the real daddy is. It wasn't him neither. She said, oh shit, now I'm confused. They said to her, we will work with you and help you to find a real father because that the child deserves to know. Do y'all remember the story? The woman ended up with an insurmountable amount of men. 12 times, Crystal G? An insurmountable amount of men trying to find the daddy for the picnic. Now, when you show up with 10, 11, 12 man, right? I want to ask you as a woman something. Your body goes through a cycle every month, right? Right. There's a short window of time in which you are super fertile and ready, and you can, you know, take in an egg and or take in sperm and marry the egg and you become pregnant. So you tell me, say, in that small window of time, the one woman there ride off all of them man there, and then sat there on the stage and said, I'm absolutely sure you're the dad because I've never been with anybody else but you. And not even say it was our next guy, you know. And she can't say, okay, it wasn't you, it was John John. It wasn't him, it wasn't John, it wasn't Steve, it wasn't Ricky, it wasn't Richard, it wasn't Jones, it wasn't Becca, it wasn't Mikey, it wasn't someone a bad man. Someone a past bad, someone a nasty. And that's nastiness, and we have to call it what it is. I don't give a damn who want to look at me and talk about, yeah, but if it's a guy, you wouldn't say him nasty too. But someone a nasty. And she was that nasty. So me don't want to hear from no woman about, I've only been with 4 guys and you're the 4th one. I can still count on one hand how many I've been with. Yeah, okay. All right, my sister. Your story that is sticking to it, may I work with you. Yeah. But please don't just know that now fly over my head. Yeah? Now fly over my head. But yeah. What else are they going to say? Be honest. Be honest. This is what honesty sounds like. You know what? In the month that I got pregnant, I was in my whole season. By the way, Shensia took back her comment where she said, I've never had a whole season and I don't want to have one. And she don't know there's nothing to brag about getting ran through, right? Her whole fan base, it looked like most of them are in their whole season or have had a whole season, so they was mad at her. They're like, bitch, you gonna sit over here and tell us about you did 2 men at the same time and you'll give me you a hit and run. Yeah, encourage me to hit and run and have 2 men at one time and then you come talk about whole season. I look down upon we, so it backfired. So essentially I take it back and say, I took it down because I support all women. I said, no, you took it back because them hoes are on your ass. That's why you took it back. Them hoes on your ass. That's why you took that back. But yeah, that's what honesty looks like. Hey, listen, I was in my whole season. I ran through 12 ninjas. I'm not sure who the daddy is. The sad part about that same story right there that we're talking about, after them tested all these men on that show, they still didn't find who the daddy was. That was the sad part. After them test all them men, them still didn't find who the daddy was. They ended that series with them saying to her, Jerry said to her, listen, if we have to test 1 million guys, if we have to test 1 million guys, we will. Okay? All we care about, we don't care about the expense of the paternity test. We just want your child. We feel like the child deserves to know who his father is. So if you have any more guys out there, please bring them in. She finally said a lot of the times she was super drunk and super high. So she lost track of how many people she'd been with and she lost track of who the people were. Damn. Yeah, I only been with 4 guys. I could still count on one hand, and you're the 4th one. The one that I lost my virginity to, then my first love, and then I was with one guy after that. So I'm pretty much like a virgin. Yeah. I'm gonna leave y'all right here with this one this morning, right? Uno can do better. Let's do better for 2025. Big up on yourself. Manners and respect. I wanted to end at 10:30. It's 10:52. Manners and respect to each and every one of you tuning in this morning. I appreciate you greatly. Thank you for being here. I'll catch you tomorrow morning right here on Morning Thoughts. If God spare me life, like Miss Ruby said, be good. If you can't be good, be careful. And like Mas Clevey said, if God spare me life, I'm out. Peace.